Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. What's up, boys and girls? How's your evening? It's freaking cold out there. Cold out there. Man, it's so cold this morning. I had to take my battery out and take it to order zone, man. I'm so tired. Had to get the battery charged. It's so cold. Mm-hmm. What's good? What's good? Shout out to New York. I just left New York. Back in Philly. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah. I think it's important for me to do this right here. It's important for me to chop it up a little bit and chop it up about the man of the honor. I mean, the man of the hour. You know, the man of the honor, Mr. Lennon. He's about to be on fire. He's about to be on fire. Oh, yeah. He got a fascination, and this fascination is about to go on fire tonight. I'm talking about he's about to go on. You know how women go on shopping spree? Man give him some money, or she gets some money and she just going on a shopping spree. Oh, he's about to go on the Umar spree. He about to do at least, I don't know. We gonna talk about it though. He got at least 45 days off from school, and for some reason he's off from work. So it's time for him to do some work on these YouTube streets, as you know it. So he's about to be on full Umar attack, and because he got two other individuals he can talk about, Young Pharaoh and Brother Polite, I guarantee you he's going to do at least, man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Here's the question. How many videos, how many videos will Lennon, I put Leonard, yeah, Lennon, how many videos would Lennon make in 45 days? That's the question of the year. In the next 45 days. That's what we're going to talk about. How many videos is this man going to make in the next 45 days? He's going to be off from school all the way until January. He's going to be off from right now. He's on the vacation from school, he says, from now to January. And it don't seem like he's going to be working too much neither. I think he's on vacation from work as well. Okay. That means that he's going to be on YouTube streets hardcore. So in the next 45 days, what this man about to do? That is the question. Yeah, he got a channel, but I mean, like I say, he gonna be on these YouTube streets on Umar neck. He gonna be doing replays of 2006. He gonna be doing replays of 2010. He gonna be doing an HVAC joke. And Umar, if you don't have this HVAC, if you don't have that HVAC by Tuesday, I'm opening up the gates of hell on you myself. You're not only gonna have Lennon clowning your ass about it, you're gonna have me on your ass about that HVAC. Because once again, You told me back in October of 2020, you told me in my face at the FDMG that you have the money for the HVAC. You have the money for the electricians. You also have the money for the plumbing. You just don't have money for the workers. That's what you said in 2020 of October. So, folks, as Lennon going to enjoy the festival, I'm not going to allow him to do this all by himself. I'm going to enjoy the festival of Leonard and Umar at the same damn time. Because as I look and I watch LennonHonor just collect and collect and collect and collect and collect and collect and collect, as he just always talking about this man with the most biggest fascination. He is the biggest Umar Johnson fan that don't donate. I mean, he's the biggest fan of this man, and he don't even donate. He probably donate on the low. I think that he be donating some super chat, some of his super chat money on the low to Umar. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty much convinced that he donates. As much as he says that Umar Johnson's on dope and coke and crack, I believe the same thing about him being the donor to Umar Johnson, FDMG. I believe that Lennon is a donor because he loves this man's comedy so much. And I think that I think you folks need to really see this thing now and call it for what it is. I guess, it's pure entertainment for you folks. I guess it's real strong, good entertainment for you guys out there. To say, oh, he's sniffing again. Oh, he's homeless. Oh, he got do-rag on. Oh, he got high waters on today. Oh, it looks like he gained some weight. I know it's comedy for you folks. But the real comedy is the person sitting behind that camera with the bald head for 5 years, 6 years, however long he been there, analyzing another man. And I was thinking today, I was like, who is worse? Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Wendy Williams, or LennonHonor? Who's worse when it comes to the assassination of a black man's character? Who is worse? Who is worse when it comes to the assassination of black men character? Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Wendy Williams, or LennonHonor? And it's amazing because it's 3 women and 1 man. Because this dude be on it is worse than these females. I mean, Wendy Williams never, ever, ever, ever stayed on one person this long. I don't even think she stayed on Puffy this long. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs. I don't think she stayed on his ass that long consistently. Now, I know I'm from New York and I know she did. I mean, she hammered. But I don't think that she stayed on it this long, this consistent as her hot topic. And so I don't think there's a person on the planet that has been on someone's ass. Maybe I think the only person I can think of is Mr. McGee. I mean, is that his name, Mr. McGee, from The Incredible Hulk? The reporter that was always following Bill Bixby. You know what I'm saying? I think LennonHonor might, come close to him. Bill, I think he comes close to Lennon, but I don't think there's no other person on the planet that has been covering. I mean, maybe there's some Area 51 and some UFO folks, you know what I'm saying, that's been studying the skies for longer than, LennonHonor. I mean, maybe someone who, they got their first telescope back in 1968, and, they've been looking at the stars since, thinking one day that the UFOs were going to come down. Maybe, but I don't know who tops LennonHonor and really putting someone on the microscope and really studying. I don't even think scientists who've been studying the AIDS disease have been really analyzing AIDS as much as LennonHonor analyzed Umar Johnson. I don't think that the FDA has studied food itself hard enough than LennonHonor has been studying Umar Johnson. I mean, like, if LennonHonor can get paid by the federal government, he would get a grant for about like $3 billion. I think he's really playing himself. He really needs to start selling. He needs to start pimping himself the right way. He will be getting grants because the way he covered Umar Johnson, I mean, he covered Umar Johnson's socks. He would cover his Umar Johnson socks for 20 minutes before he showed you a picture. And then when you look at the picture, like, this is what I sat here for 48 minutes for. But he's going to do this for 45 days straight. He got 45 days of being off. And I guarantee you, in these 45 days, he's going to do at least, oh my Lord, how many do you think, folks? How many Umar Johnson videos do you think that he's going to make? He's not going to be working for at least 2 weeks. Easy. He's off. He's off, folks. He is off. He said he's going to be doing some stuff around the house because he looked at his TV guide. He looked at his schedule. He says, "Oh, I got Brother Polite tomorrow. I got Young Pharaoh. I got Umar Johnson. Oh, I got a goodie. I got a pot of goodies. For 45 days, I can break it down in 15 videos each, minimum. But I don't think he's gonna give Polite that many videos. He gonna probably give Umar. How many videos do you think he's gonna give Umar Johnson? How many videos do you think he's gonna give Young Pharaoh? And how many videos do you think he's gonna give Polite in the next 45 days? He needs that money, folks. He gotta furnish his new studio because his boys, they make beats now. His boys making beats. His boys are making beats, folks. And I mean, like, when I say his boys are making beats, Daddy's up in there, that musician. He is that Joe Jackson, just with the kind heart. He Joe Jackson on the right side. Not Joe Jackson on the left shoulder. He's Joe Jackson on the right shoulder. With his boys up in their studio that you are gonna furnish. All you folks gonna furnish his studio for his boys to do music. While he talks about this man not getting the HVAC. The same way he talked about this man not getting some electricity. Like he talked about this man not getting to school. Now, I'm not going to say that he's really going to open the school, but who's Lennon to say that he's not going to open the school when Lennon was pretty much wrong about everything? But he's going to continue to make those videos because he got to get his wife toes done. LennonHonor got to get the toes done, folks. He got to get his wife's toes done, and he got to get his boys a studio. He got to get the soundproof walls. You know what I'm saying? He got to get the keyboard. Oh, he got to get a new keyboard because they're not using his keyboard. No. You got to get this new keyboard, folks, and he's gonna get the most expensive one. So you guys be prepared to spend at least like 3 G's on his keyboard. Okay. And you're gonna need a mic. He needs a new mic. I mean, these kids are not gonna be using his studio equipment. So you're looking to spend at least like $200 on a mic because he's definitely gonna get the best mic for his boys. You get that Cash App him. He's promoted that Cash App quite often today. He's on vacation, folks. He needs your dollars. He needs your money more than I do. And Lord knows that that's a myth. But he needs your money more than I do. Because he got to furnish his studio. He made his boys a promise that he's going to get the studio done before Christmas. That's one of their Christmas gifts. You guys about to pay for his boys' Christmas gift. All on the shoulders of Umar Johnson. I don't know how many videos he's going to be able to do, but I guarantee you he's going to do at least 5 old school clippings. Counting today. So today's counting as one. Using old clippings and making videos out of it. Big time clickbait. This nigga says straight up and down, Umar finally gives it up. Gives up on the FDMG. But then throughout the whole thing, he talked about Umar's might get the HVAC 6 months down the line. If he gave up, nigga, why is he going to be getting the HVAC 6 months down the line? Clickbait. 1,400 people was up in there today. ASAP. Like, LennonHonor really knows fucking something. LennonHonor is no different than Photon. He just been on deck for a little longer. If you listen to Photon, one day you're gonna be just like LennonHonor. I guarantee you, because these folks are crazy. They're gonna clickbait like a motherfucker. He said Umar Johnson finally gives up on the FDMG. And I still haven't heard him talk about Umar Johnson giving up on the FDMG. I already told y'all the FDMG can't open. Y'all need to listen to me. It's not that he gave up. It's not he can do right now in regards to really opening. All he can do is just keep collecting money and do what he's doing. He been had the money for the HVAC. So it's not about him needing money for the HVAC. Unless he blew through it. Understand? And if he blew through it doing what? That's why you need to talk about me, Lennon. Lennon, Mr. Honor. You need to start talking about me. And you need to get folks to start following this court case because we about to get some paper trail. We about to find the money flow. We about to follow the cash, baby. Once that judge decides that he needs to know where did his money go in the last year, how much money he raised in last year, you guys gonna be looking for that. And guess what? Guess what? When I go to court, I ain't even gonna come back and talk about it because no one cares now. Lennon, you a fool. What are you talking about? You talk about Umar Johnson smashing. You already know he's a dirty dog. You know everything that he's doing is all about getting women. He been said in one of his lives before in regards to the youngest age that he'd take. He said it was 26. Why do you think you want to do this college for 26-year-olds? I remember when I was like in my young 30s, like 30, 31. And I was around this older dude. He was like 50, 52. He was a perv. Straight perv. Only like young girls. Young girls. Nasty dude. I ain't like being around him. Well, Umar's getting that age. He look for the young ones now, and he look the young ones now. Like I say, folks, the real attack, the real attack, Lennon is now you really getting focused. If you really want to spend some time, you really need to hit me up, icydon502 gmail.com, and we need to sit down and chop it up how we can do at least like 3 or 4 shows going over into January. You need to cover. You can cover Polite. You can cover Pharaoh. You can cover Umar. But you also need to cover this right here. Because this is where the money trail is going to be at. We're going to really truly find out how much money Umar raised from last year to this year. And if you really want that news, because no one's going to release that information. Do you hear me, folks? There's no one on these YouTube streets that's going to be able to have that accurate information outside me. Mm-mm-mm. That's tasty. That tastes good to my tongue, that information. No one on these YouTube streets is going to have the accurate $ amount of the FDMG outside me when it's my day to go to court. And to get that information, especially if no one really is supporting me all the way to the time I walk into that courtroom, I walk in that courtroom by myself, that information is worth sponsoring 200 youth. You got to sponsor 200 kids at $20 a wop. So, folks, it's okay. You guys, change this. Think you're changing the sector, and it's okay. You talk about the HVAC, but my day to go to court, and when this judge has this man fumbling his papers and have him dripping at and foaming at the mouth because he don't know how to answer these real questions of math of how much money did you spend in the last year. How much money did you put to FDMG? What did you put to the school? How much money did you pay the staff? How much money did you make? How much money did you raise? And why you didn't give this man his money? That itself is priceless. For me just to sit there and hear that. That itself is worth $3,000. Just for me to sit there and hear this man fumble it and then say how much money, because I wanted to know how much money he raised from last year to this year. I don't care about you guys want to know. I want to know. Do you understand? For me to know, that's deep, man. I'm going to shed a tear knowing that this nigga raised 000, comma 000, like whoa, and you did nothing. And let's just say it wasn't 000, comma 000, let's just say it was 000, comma 0001. That's still a million, right? Yeah. Let's just say it was 0. Understand what I'm saying? It's still 000, comma 00 number. The disrespect. And this dude want to have 1,400 people up in there, and he want to be talking about Umar Johnson cookies. Trust me, folks. Trust me, folks. Trust me, folks. You know, and you know what else is going to come out? Yo, Umar, do you sniff drugs? Do you do drugs? Because see, these going to be the questions that's going to come up in court, and I'm going to get the real facts, factual answers. Not the fiction. I'm going to get the nonfiction. I'm going to get the real facts, sons. And I'm just going to disappear from the YouTube streets. I'm just going to be focusing with my kids, whether I lose or whether I win. That information is going to be priceless. How many people would like to know how much he raised from last year to this year? Not some guesstimation number. How many people think LennonHonor will be able to give you the facts of those numbers? Hmm? I'm watching. I'm looking at the live stream right now. I'm watching it as I'm speaking to you, and all in his chat, you got people. You know, they talk about. They're just giving him different names. It's like everybody's a comedian, you know. It's like it's so sad because it's like if everybody's so funny and comical in the chat, why nobody's getting paid to be comedians? The only one who's getting paid to be a comedian is LennonHonor. And I'm just looking at everybody in the chat. They're not saying nothing except for like Crouch and Tunde, Easy Going 2 Day, or you know, it's just like stupid shit. And like I said, he's reaching now for Brother Polite. I don't know how you guys allow these individuals to blow up and be who they are. But you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, black man really has a gold tongue. Like that's the only thing I can think. But for us to really concentrate ourselves on destroying each other, like I say, we got to really cut back on that. That's why I'm putting the spotlight on this dude right now, Lennon. You know what I'm saying? The spotlight's going to be on you for a minute. This whole 45 days, I'm going to put the spotlight on you because you made a strong career on being a complete disrespect. A complete disrespect. And I'm telling you, I really truly believe that outside Umar being a fool himself, I truly believe that you are one of the reasons why he is having such a hard time opening school. And I mean that with all my heart. I know it's a real reason why he's having a true heart problem open school. One, he's a fool. I'm not saying the idea is foolish though. I'm not saying the idea of black people coming together and pooling their resources together is foolish. I'm not saying that. So anyone believes that that's foolish, you a fool. Because I believe in that. I believe in the way he, you know, raising money for school. I believe that's you know, a beautiful concept. I believe that he can actually, if he was the right quarterback, I believe that it can happen and the school can actually open up if it was the right person. But for all those people sitting back and thinking they comedians and shooting mad arrows and darts and bullets at people who's really actually making a strong move, just because they have a gold tongue and you don't, your shit is like bronze, but they have a platinum tongue. Yours is copper, and you mad because you have a copper tone. Stop hating on that. You should actually join and build and be on the inside as a silver mouth. Get on the inside, become silver tongues. Stop being on the outside because on the outside it don't really look good. Because at the very end, like I say, For all those people who said he wasn't going to get buildings, fuck a school, who said he wasn't even going to get buildings, he wasn't going to get nothing, he was going to run away with the money. We going into 2022, still talk about that dude. So Lennon, when are you going to actually sit down and start kicking some real facts? It's hard for me to understand why people was really fascinated with someone talking about someone who never ever met one another. It's like I could see if like they met and they rubbed they rubbed shoulders the wrong way and he just went ham. Then everything is like wow, whoa, it's well respected. But when you just a fan and you become high regards in the personal life where thousands of people is paying attention to you, and all you are is a fan, and you making your whole reputation of being a fan, that is disgusting when you're a fan and all you're doing is negative publicity. And then say, I'm rooting for the guy. Nigga, you ain't root for a person if you fucking saying they doing drugs. If you was rooting for a person, my dude, real talk. If you was a real man, real talk. If you was rooting for him, real talk. Wherever he is closer to you, wherever he is when he be doing his book thing, and he been doing for years, and he's been close to you one time. I know he's been close to you, where you could have used some super chat money. You could have told your people, your private members, that you're going to go to his book signing personally and talk to him. You're going to buy a book, have him sign it, and you're going to talk to him. But you didn't even do that in all these years. That's what makes you so much a fraud of the person that you've been following. Because you could have been kept at 100. That would have been one of the greatest super chat days that you ever got. You should do that. If you really a man, if you really have sympathy for him, if you really care, if you really would want to do music up in the school, you need to stop with this shit and fly your ass whoever he's at, sit down up in his shit and hear from his mouth live in full effect. Go up to him, shake his fucking hands, and y'all go to the side and you chop it up. I would have so much respect for you to do something like that. And not do it because you're doing it for content. Do it because you're doing it because you really have sympathy and care for him. You have concern, as you keep saying. You only start saying it ever since he got to school, and when I came out and started shutting your shit down. Now saying you got sympathy for no nigga. If you really do, and you really did, and really do, and really did, take your ass to his next gig. It will be a paid vacation. The people will pay for it. Where you live? I don't know you where you live right now. Where the hell you live? When the next time he come within 500 miles from you, take your ass to his event. You and his wife. You and the kids. Fuck it. The people will pay for you to do that. And don't say it meanly. I'm saying it as some fly shit. They would love to see you do that. Stop with the corny fake content. You grown now. Do some real shit. Get on the white boy shit. Get on the adventure shit. Get in your fucking car and drive with your family to the shit. And don't say it's not worth your time. Don't fucking say it's not worth your time because nigga, you done put so much time in it. You done put so much time in Umar. You cannot say that nothing of Umar is not worth your time. And everything that Umar do is worth your time. Everything that man does, whether he blows his nose, if he goes to the bathroom while he's on live, whatever he do is on your mind. And it means something to you. And it's of value to you because you will make some type of revenue off it. So you cannot say that you taking a trip to one of his events to personally talk to him. If Smoke can do it, why can't you? If Smoke had some type of success and even had a change of heart, why can't you go and you already have a change of heart? You already said that you supporting him in some type of way, maybe not this way, but you're supporting him in many ways because I find out what he's doing through you. So why not go there and do some real shit? Talk to him. Go in disguise. Do a live on that shit and you in disguise all the way up to the point where you shaking his hand and then you say, hey, you take off your fucking disguise. You take off your little phony mustache and your fake dreads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go up in there with your dreads and dashiki. Smell like mad oil. You know what I'm saying? Now come on, get oil. Put the shea butter on your bald head and carry some sage burning and go up in there. And pull him to the side and you have that conversation. And then you come back and then do a live. Do a live from your hotel like he. You a fan, you might as well. Go all out, nigga. Stop playing. If you're going to take a vacation, that should be your vacation. Stop playing. It's a paid vacation. You don't lose, Lennon. You don't lose. He's going to be in Virginia. Get your butt there. Go. You wasting so much time with the dumb shit when you can be doing the fly shit. Yo, you could really be doing some really great moves. Like you always talk about, you could show someone how to build this and do this, and you can help him construct this and raise this. Dude, I'm talking about you getting 100,000 subscribers off the rip. I know you want Mike Tyson to recognize you. I know you want these celebrities to recognize you. I know you want Lord Jamar to recognize you. You do that, Oprah recognize you. Stop playing. Because you're doing a whole bunch of real gay shit. Everything you do is like straight lollipop. I know he's on drugs. I know he's on drugs. Don't defend him. Somebody said, this what he said. Somebody said, nigga, you know who said it? I said it. I said he got allergies. Who else said it? Say my fucking name, fool. Somebody said he got allergies. They want to stare in the goddamn camera. I said it. That's what he told me when I'm around him. And that was with me not even asking about it. That was just him in conversation. Talk about allergies. But you know he's on drugs. Or like 1,500 miles away. I hope you're right, buddy. I hope everything you say you're right. I hope you're right. I hope you're right about him living in the trap bandos. I hope you're right about him not getting HVAC. I hope you're right about him being on drugs. I hope you're right about him being homeless. I hope you're right. Cause show your receipts how much money you done made off of being wrong. I'm gonna repeat that one. Show the receipts of how much money you made off of him being wrong. Show the seesaw. Show the balance. Show the Libra. Show the scale. The amount of money that you made off of being right about him, and the amount of money that you made off about being wrong. I was there when the electric was turned on in those abandoned buildings that has electric in it now, electricity. I was there looking at the blueprints. Matter of fact, I had to move the blueprints a couple of times. Oh yeah, you said yeah, blueprints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that too. Like I say, folks, if you was to really look at the amount of hours that this person has put in of talk about this dude Umar Johnson, and then you take the amount of money that he made off of it, and then you put it to like an hourly pay, he got a salary job. It's like his salary. He got a salary to entertain you folks on passing false narratives, and maybe hopefully you might be right about something. And it's not like a real right. It's just like a temporarily right. It's right for the moment. It's just right for the live. That's what he is. He's right for his lives. Then after a certain amount, let's say 2 weeks of the live being there, then it's just false. And this is not me even defending Umar Johnson. This is me really reaching out to Lennon saying, yo, it's time for you to step up your game for 2022 because you're going to spend 45 days strong of doing nothing. You playing around the house, you building a studio, you playing with your cat, shopping, gaining weight, talk about Umar, talk about Polite, and talk about Farrell. When you put the amount of money that you're making and you put the amount of hours that you put in it, you are on a true salary. And you're not talking nothing except for comedy. Trying to shut the next person's life down and calling them a fraud, but you are really, really moving fraudulent yourself. And it's like, why no one's really, truly calling you out on it? Matter of fact, the dude Whack Tunes, I think he was going in on you. I don't know what happened with that. Actually, I took a little listen and heard what made him really go in, and I was like, I agree. That's what made me really not really pay attention to most of the stuff that Lennon was talking about because I'm like, damn, why is he so on him? I'm not sure about years ago. So it's like we all, most of us men say the same thing about you, Lennon. Like we all need to really like have a real strong man powwow, and we can laugh. Yo, we can laugh. Trust me, we going to laugh. I promise you. If the men of the Umar Johnson sector was to meet up, and I'm talking about Umar and everybody, and all this meet up and chop it up at the FDMG in a circle. I've been at something like this with I forgot the man's name, something Powell, the black dude, something Powell, Jesse Powell, some shit like that. Well, he did a conference and we had a men's conference and we was all sitting up in the gym and it was about like 50, 60 of us. It was big, nice, big old circle. And we all chopped it up, you know, went around the circle talk. Real cool. We need to do that with Umar. And anybody in this sector, I think that's what Umar need to focus on. See, if Umar, I'm gonna switch from Leonard to Umar. If Umar really is about it, that's what he would do. He would call that conference. He would invite all his agitators, his haters, all the people who have an issue with him. I would be a real dude. I would, if this was me, I'm telling y'all straight at me. If I was him and he was me and I had the school, y'all niggas be coming to my school. Y'all would have to check me. Vice versa. Yeah, I would be checking you. But y'all would have to come to my school. It would be an invite to you. That's the difference between me and him. It wouldn't be about no book of Negroes. It would be a special invite for you niggas. It would be a challenge. Think I wouldn't do it? Come on now. If I was him and I had the FDMG and I had all you guys come at me, you don't think I open the doors for you folks? With a boxing ring up in that bitch? You crazy. That's why I'm trying to tell you the difference between why you need real leadership. And do you think I'll be scared? Hell's fucking no. Because my block will be iced out. I'll have mad troops on my motherfuckers. I'm talking about real people on my block. So I wouldn't be worried at all. That's why the invite will go out for you folks to come in so we could chop it up, so we could talk, so we could rationalize. But nah, these niggas are pussies. I don't understand. If I had that, okay, folks, okay, if you had all you men out there, if you was Umar Johnson and you had the school, would you dead the people from coming or would you invite them to come to school? Would you invite the Monty Wood Grange? Would you invite the LennonHonor? Would you invite them to come to school? To have a sit down, a powwow, to have a real men's conference? Or would you just be running around like a little chicken with the head cut off? And feathers being plucked at the same time? Or would you be doing that? Because that's what Umar's doing. And I told him, we need to have the cipher of men. I told him that at the school. That was last year around freaking, you know what I'm saying, folks? And trust me, I was thinking this at that time. I was thinking he need to have all these people there so we can have a cipher. That's what I was trying to get him to do. Not the ones who just love you, everyone. So you can get into the minds. If you was able to get into Smoke Guard mind, you don't change. I don't know what you said to that boy. It was like a genie came out of fucking the little the thing fucking whatever call that shit. It's like little genie came out. You was the genie. You granted him some wishes or some shit. Like he wished to talk to you one day, and he was able to talk. He wished to see you one day. He was able to see you. Now all of a sudden he loved you. So if you was able to change that dude, you can have a powwow. Umar Johnson, Lennon said he would spend $175 to watch you on TV box. Yeah, I wouldn't even pay for Mayweather or Mike Tyson $175, yo. But he said he'll pay for Mike Tyson and you to box. So I ain't gonna front. I'll be mad to miss it live. I ain't gonna lie. I would want to see it live, but I wouldn't kick out $175. But any man that's willing to spend $175 on me as a fan is more than welcome to come to my school and have a sit-down conversation and have some food. What y'all think? He's always talking about baiting alpha dudes. Umar Johnson, you deal with your emotions like ungrateful bitches. Sad we love you. You were brothers, sold your soul for cash at riches. And LennonHonor is going to watch you every second. And you're going to reap benefits as well. So going back to what I'm saying, LennonHonor, if you're going to continue your murder spree with trying to assassinate a person character, it's time for you to really get some real facts, talk to real factual people, and do the right thing. Go see the man. It's now time. See, all your people need to actually really challenge you on that, because it's worth your time. It's worth your effort. You owe it to them. You owe it to them to get out your comfort zone and take a vacation to wherever he's at. Stay in a hotel like he do. Do a live up in the hotel like he does. And go meet the man. If you think he needs help, maybe you can help him out. If you think he needs help, he might think you need help. So y'all might both be helping each other out. Y'all might embrace each other and give each other a hug. You might end up being just a grown man at TC. I can see that happening. I can see him even doing a big drop for you. Saying, I'm with my brother LennonHonor. It's the Prince of Pan Africanism, and I'm with my little brother LennonHonor. It's an honor and privilege to be here with him. He's been a fan of me for 5 or 6 years, and now we finally get a chance to sit down and chop it up and eat some cornbread with each other. Come on, Lenny, you know you want to get some of that good food. You know you want to taste some of that food. You know you want to sit there and break bread with him, your big brother. You know you want to. Stop playing games. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: you can make more money showing love to him than you do hating. If you was to go there and become his friend and help him open up that FDMG school, and him taking some input and insight from you, and you be the one who get to him, his big old head, your boy head get to his big head, That'd be amazing. Two astronomical brains coming together. Two big heads too. So about like 7 heads. Y'all come up with some big thoughts. Stop playing, Lennon. Playing the game wrong, kid. You've been hating for so long. It's now time to change the game up. You ain't gonna lose no money. I promise you, double up. Double up. You're gonna do the Nipsey Hustle. You're gonna double up, dog. You're gonna double up. Those people that give me $5, they're gonna give you 10. Those people that give me $10, they're gonna give you 20. Those people that give me $20, they're gonna give you 40. Those people that give me $50, they're gonna give you 100. You're gonna double up. And don't let you and Umar do a podcast together. Oh my God. A fundraiser too? Woo! Stop playing, man. So just Don King Productions, promotions. You need to like go over with your program director for next year, 2022. Y'all need to sit back and listen to this and say, you know what, is Don right? Is Don M-TheeFDMGBoogieman correct about the direction that we need to move with our channel? Do he see something that we don't see? Should we go to this man's next seminar? Shit, should we go to the next Man 3 seminars and really see what he's talking about? That'd be gangster. Pop up on him, pop up on him, pop up on him. We here. Shit, I even send you, I send you $50. So LennonHonor, for every video that you do on Umar, I'm gonna do one on you. And that's how it's gonna go. Because you're one of the biggest fans of another man I ever seen in my life. And I'm trying to study you right now. I'm studying you. I'm trying to understand which direction are you coming from. Are you coming from a fan perspective, or are you coming from a flaming perspective? I'm trying to really figure this one out. Because if you were really, truly not trying to like assassinate a person's character, make a person kill themselves, make a person go into, a crazy house. If you're not trying to do that, then you need to really just go see the man and tell him how you feel personally, face to face. You have the money to do it because you have a support system. You have an ATM. You turn on your phone, you go live, you have ATM. And your ATM will support you on that mission of you going to Umar Johnson. So like I say, as long as you're going to be talking about Umar Johnson and you're not going to be talking about my situation with Umar Johnson, and you're not going to bring me up on your panel to talk about that situation, especially before I go to court and I get all these real numbers, I'm definitely on your ass because you need not to talk about Umar Johnson. You don't need to talk about this man getting coochie. Any man who's not trying to get coochie in that position is gay. So how about that? Okay? I'm going to say this shit again. Any man who's in a position like Umar Johnson is, who's single, who don't have no ties to their children, who is free, and is in that position in life, you are entitled to coochie. Sorry. Sorry that you married with children. You the Al Bundy, hating, wishing that you can go around city to city Wishing that you can be in the hotel. You wish you can go chill in the hotel and just lay your ass up in the hotel with no kids around you. You wish you can do that, Lennon. You be hating, no? That's what I'm saying. I'm analyzing. You wish you can lay on the if Umar Johnson is laying on the floor, you know why he's laying on the floor? Because I told him to lay on the floor. I said what y'all all need to do is get off your beds and lay on the floor. So if he's laying on the floor, it's maybe he's doing my therapy. You would love to be in that hotel room laying your ass on the floor with no kids around, doing a live. You would love to be talking your cookie crush chat, laying on the floor in a hotel with no kids around you. You wish you can do that. Niggas is corny. I call it how it is. Because I know niggas be hating on me when I be up and going and bouncing here and there. So I know you hating on him. Like, what hotel you in now? Is he in the hotel? You know he's in the hotel. Why wouldn't he be in the hotel? Where you want him to be? Stuck somewhere all by him? You want him to be stuck in the apartment? Okay, look, let's just say Umar Johnson had a 1-bedroom apartment. That's where y'all want him to be? If he got donation money coming in, y'all want him to be stuck in a 1-bedroom apartment? No, he's going to be moving all over the place. You know why? Because no one on his team is holding him accountable for that school. See, it doesn't matter if you guys on the outside is shaking the ground. It doesn't matter. As long as the people on the inside are saying, okay, you want me to set the table up over here? Okay. That's the problem. Yeah, like I said, y'all want the #1 requested scholar to be gay. So it's good that he is straight. It's just sad that no one on his team is checking him. I remember when I was up in one of the meetings, and I'm gonna tell you like this: even when they tried to check him, he didn't allow them to check him. I'm gonna say that shit again. When the women in the room was trying to check him, he didn't allow them to check him, and then he kind of messed up because there was something. One of the dudes up in there, you know his name. He's the guy who's doing the basketball thing. He's up in there, with his lady, and like Umar had no respect for him and his woman, and put him basically on the super spot, like pulling his alpha card. Like, you better be down with me on this. Like, nigga, I'm sitting here with my woman. You like, nigga, you better be down with me on this. I know they had a little rough ride back home too, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it was probably all good still, but I know it wasn't all that easy and not, you know, I know they had some words because his woman's not no softy neither. So, but Umar definitely put him on the spot, pulled his alpha card. How you not gonna have no woman around the table? You're gonna be trying to pull the men's alpha cards when they with their women. That's some real corny shit. That's what Umar do. Like I say, folks, LennonHonor, Umar Johnson, I'm on y'all asses. As long as LennonHonor is talking this Umar talking, collecting all this money, and not talking no facts, I'm on your ass. As long as Umar Johnson is running around like he's making all this money and not paying me, I'm on your ass. And folks, when I go to court and I get all those receipts, I ain't gonna be on your asses. I'm gonna be on vacation in the hotel, laying on the floor with a little, you know, I'm gonna put the blankets down on the floor though. I'm gonna lay on the floor and just breathe. So what y'all think? You know, what y'all think about this whole LennonHonor taking off from school? He said he's gonna be off for school all the way to January. And right now he's not, you know, they not giving, he's not really working that many hours at work. How the fuck you not working that many hours at work when this is now holiday season and they hiring left and right? And you talk about you not working that many hours, but now you're gonna be on YouTube. This nigga crazy, yo. Like my man Humble King said, what he say, cash app whores. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely he's on the prowl, folks. This man's on the prowl. Just make sure that if he's gonna give you some content, there's no more clickbait. Because you guys cannot deny that was clickbait. Umar Johnson finally gives up on the FDMG. 1,500 people up in the chat. That was clickbait. He's really on the miss right now. He needs some money. It's holiday season. It's Black Friday coming up. Christmas time coming up. Thanksgiving coming up. He's on deck. Y'all gonna give to the real. Make him have a real conversation with real people. Make him bring somebody up on his panel. Stop with all that goofy shit for 3 hours. Nah, you just got to pull up on him. One thing about Umar is this. You pull up on him, you got him. I mean, that's just like with anybody. You pull up on anybody, you pretty much got him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if LennonHonor was to take his ass to one of those events, have the dreadlock, like I say, he know what he doing. When he leaving his house, everything's on live. I mean, when he did a little video, put the video up. You know, you getting dressed, you putting your outfit on. You know, he like putting outfits on. He like getting dressed up. He like putting, you know, some Halloween shit on. He like doing that. So he do that. He go to the event. He got dreads on. He can have his shades. He can have the little roster. He can have the roster net on. Long dreads. And just be up in there. Never take the shades off. And then at the very end, go up there, shake his hand, and take off your shit and say, yo, can I talk to you? It's real simple. That'd be awesome. There's no real hard question to answer. That's what I'm saying. What real hard questions do y'all guys have? Y'all ain't got no real hard questions. The only hard question would be, yo, when the school gonna open. That's the only real hard question. There's no hard questions for him to answer. What's a real hard question? Is he homeless? That's no real hard question for him to answer. He's gonna say no. When the HVAC coming soon, he ain't got no real hard questions to answer. It's just who gonna ask him the question. That's all. I'm just really sitting back thinking, like, what real hard question could we really ask this dude? Do you do drugs? He gonna say no. I mean, I asked him that. I ain't gonna lie, I really did ask him because when I was with him when I went there to the school, we went to the post office and we went, he was taking out the mail out the mailboxes, and people sent him drug tests. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting there looking at the shit. He's showing me like I'm looking at the shit like, you serious? He's like, yeah. Like, so do you? It's like he looked at me. He's like, no, fuck no. Like, like fuck wrong with you? I really don't think he do. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of really just don't think he do. I don't care how many people really, even if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm just wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be right on everything, but I just don't think he do. I mean, whatever drugs people saying, like coke, crack, dope. Like people say I was doing meth. So I mean, the same way people were saying I did drugs, and I'm like false. I'm gonna say the same with him. Nah, because I even I was talking to him about weed. He's like he don't smoke. I think he said he did one time. He said this was like when he was in Jamaica with the Rastas. So it's like it's no real hard questions to answer for him to answer except for when is that school going to open? No, the fuck that. The real hard question for him to answer is how much fucking money did you raise? That's the only question that we need to know. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all folks, I'm about to have that answer when I go to court. So that's why I think Lennon, if you want to get that information, you need to roll up on him and be like, yo, man, I need to know how much money you raised, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta catch him on guard like that. But I believe that if Lennon was to go there, that would be one of the biggest. It would be really huge for him, for his family. It'd be huge for Umar. It'd be huge for just the whole FDMG because the spotlight would be huge. I don't think they really understand it. It's funny because like the HVAC to me is not really a hard question. I'm telling you, the hardest question is how much money, because nobody want to tell how much money you got in your pockets. So that's why I say that would be the hardest question. Like you say, how when what about the taxes? He could easily answer that. He could say, they making payments. Because I mean, I was there. I ain't gonna front, yo, dude. I ain't gonna lie. When I was at the school, I heard people ask some of these questions. These are questions that we frequently ask questions, and he answers them on the spot. It's not like he goes around the bush. Like when the plumbers came, they came in all the way from New York. They were just asking questions like boom, boom. I was just laughing too because I'm sitting there just laughing like, who the fuck are these dudes? You know what I'm saying? But he was answering them, and I guess it was okay because I like kind of looked at him like, yo, these guys, are they good? And he was like, nah, they good because he told me their little background. They came all the way from New York. They came to Brooklyn. They came from Mount Vernon. And they hold on. Excuse me. They came from a long distance and they went all the way to the bookstore. You know, they bought books. You know what I'm saying? They were just happy. They seemed like fans. And when they was there with me, I could tell they was, you know, happy to be there. They were just really ecstatic. There was nothing fake about them. So when they was asking the questions, they just came out of nowhere. Like, yo, what's up with the taxes? They asked about the taxes. And you know, I was sitting right there, and that's when he said it was about 60,000. And then he was talking about, you know, he's going to be exempt for this year, but they got paid the back tax for, at that time it was 2020. So I guess in 2019, you had to pay the 2019 taxes. And at that time he said he told them it was at 60,000. And so when I came on YouTube, they were told about it was 100,000. I was like, well, I heard from his mouth he said 60,000 to the people who asked him, but everybody else saying 100,000. I don't know. So that's a $40,000 difference that they know that he lied about, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really see why he had to lie at that time because, like you said, the conversation was just genuine, unique. So I heard 60,000 for that. Yeah, Leonard is 5'7" to 5'9" max, and all that tough talk is in his bedroom in Utah with a 1% black population. You heard that, and that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like it's getting kind of corny. I mean, no matter how much money you generate and everything, sometimes programs just get pulled at some point. And like your whole program is at a point where you have to change it up. And if you was to really change it to the level of really going to meet the man so you can get some facts, so you can have some conversation. You can I would be so if I was you, I'd be so flying gangster with it. I would get there to him and I would have my phone in my hand and I would cash app him right there on the spot while I'm standing next to him saying, I just sent you a cash up for $50. I have a question. Let me get 10 minutes of your time on some fly shit. And so it's like so many ways that Lennon can be really, really gangster with this shit. I would go and shop. I would shop for like my Eddie Murphy Raw outfit. I would shop for my Bill Bellamy outfit. I would go shop for my Martin Lawrence full leather outfit, red. Understand what I'm saying? I would be fly with it. Cause this would be the moment of truth. This would be bigger than any whatever live that he's done in his life. This would be the biggest thing that he's done on YouTube. It would be hard to match it if he was to go get his leather pants and get his Eddie Murphy Raw. You gotta have the leather pants on, Lennon. You cannot go there without the leather pants. Okay, it's not going to be right if you go there with anything in those corduroys. You cannot do the corduroys. I know it's going to be a little cold. Maybe not, depending where you catch them at. But you got to go with the leather pants and the Stetson. It's the Stetson with the dreads. That's some cowboy shit. All right, do the shit right. That's content. Trust me, I would send you $50 to $100. No TC. Yo, speaking of TC, yo, shot camera. I mean, I know you are really, really tight. Oh my God, I know you really tight, dude. How did you allow yourself to allow them to pull you up there? I was really hoping that you went up there, but I wanted you to get your money first. You should at least got your money from the Oracle. T was on the panel. You should got your $20 from the Oracle to go up there first. Then you should got your money for T before you start engaging in any conversation. That's why you need management. You supposed to got that $20 from the Oracle. You supposed to went to Oracle directly, but yo, Oracle, send me that 20. I'm going right now. You supposed to win on the panel. If she didn't send it to you, you're supposed to just exit the panel. Then you're supposed to went back to the chat. You're supposed to went back to the Oracle and say, "Yo, Oracle, send me that 20. I'll go back and I'll turn this panel up. I'll turn it up." You supposed to did that, but you didn't do that. You went up on there and you got jerked for $220 to let these dudes talk crazy shit to you. You bugged out. You bugged out. Y'all don't know how to do this, man. Y'all be bugging. You had three wolves on there, and you allowed them to pull you up on the panel and tear a hole in your ass for free. So going back to Lennon, do it right. Put the leather pants on. Get some Durangos. And get you a vest. You say you don't really do shopping. I'm telling you, go shopping for this one. Get two outfits because you're gonna go have dinner with him. All right, this ain't gonna. You don't think that you're not gonna be a special guest, my dude. You're gonna be a special guest. He ain't gonna just turn his back to you. He gonna treat you like a special guest. After the event, you're gonna go with them to the table. You're gonna chop it up at the table, my dude. Stop playing. Matter of fact, you should actually go to the Nat Turner jump off. That's where you be popping. That'd be gangster. You go to the Nat Turner jump off. Go to that land. There's no turn. He can't go nowhere. Straight woods. That's where you should go. Why not? Why wouldn't you go to Nat Turner land? You always talk about it. How many times you gonna talk about Nat Turner? The Nat Turner land. Every time you go, you talk about it. Probably mention it about like 6 times a year. You might as well go. You might as well go to the drop squad. You might as well go. That's what you should do. You should do a show of you going to all the spots that Umar went to and tasting the food that he tasted and seeing if it's really good or not, or if he just be exaggerating. If you're gonna do some shit, do that. Change up your content, dude. Hook up with the Smoke Guard, Legion of Doom. Oh no, or Road Warriors, one of those shits. Stop playing. Stop hiding up in that room. There's more content out there that you can create outside. You sitting up in that fucking room. I want to see you do a live outside. See your neighborhood. Switch it up. Switch it up. So anyway, I just had to just release that. That it was really bothering me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm noticing that he's been like doing a few Umar, he did like Umar real recently. I'm like, okay, he's back with, and then when I heard him say what it, I was like, okay, so he's really hustling right now. So he's gonna go back to 2006. He's gonna go back to 2009. He's gonna go back 2014. He's running old clips. He talked about the chick, a picture of the chick in her bodysuit. Why wouldn't she want to throw her ass to the nigga? She might want a job. Everybody's hustling. So when you making the video of the chick, he has nothing to do with that. To be honest, I'm gonna say he probably doing an excellent job of ignoring it. How about that? He doing it. He probably did an excellent job of ignoring that chick who's throwing her booty all over the place. But Leonard feels that he needs to get cash apps off for doing a live off of the woman with the bodysuit. Pathetic. Pathetic. Like I say, Leonard, help me get some legal fees up so I can go in this courtroom real strong. And you help me do that, I'll come back and give you some real good details from the courtroom. How about you work with me on that, Leonard? Exclusive. You exclusively. I give you the full details of the courtroom. Because trust me, I'm not, when I come out, I'm not talking about the shit. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to talk about Polite. He's going to do at least like 10. Going to do 10 shows on Polite. He's going to do 10 shows on Pharaoh, and about like 20 shows on Umar. Because he has at least like 40 days off from school. He says he's so used to doing something. Go back to the video. He said he's so used to doing something that he just felt weird not doing something, so he went live. He said he's just gonna be going live a little bit more throughout the week. He said he's been doing it during the weekday, but because of school and work. But now he's gonna be doing the lives more during the weekday because he has more free time. He's gonna be doing work on the house. He's gonna be doing work in the studio. He's gonna be going more shopping. They go on vacation. That's what he said he's gonna be doing because he has nothing but time. So yeah, he's gonna be touching Polite any black man that he can assassinate on and make money. He's pathetic. He's worse than Gayle King. Who's worse? Once again, Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Wendy Williams, or LennonHonor. When it comes to assassinating the character of a black man. Like I said earlier, I've never seen anyone stay on a person longer than I've seen this dude in LennonHonor. Stay on one particular person. I've never in my life seen no one have so much energy to talk about one person. But I guess when you getting money, you can do that shit forever. But not even a comedian talk about anything for a whole. I've never seen Dave Chappelle stay on a particular joke in a person for that long. I mean, who maybe Michael Jackson, but maybe, but I don't even think Michael Jackson has had much heat. Umar Johnson is coming from one person. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really disgusting. And that's what I'm saying. It's time for you to go shake his hand and stop playing. It's time for you to go shake this man's hand and say hello. Embrace him. Give him the shoulder. Give him the shoulder hug. and show love. Damn it. This phone is aggravating me. Before I get off this phone, if there's anybody who would like to talk about it. The panel is definitely open. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Like, wow, this nigga really gave $100, and I'm like, for what? For what? I'm about to engage in this is real talk. I'm about to really engage with a bunch of teenagers with crazy personalities, with crazy uncles and aunts with backgrounds, and deal with them on an economic level. And these people donate $100 to this man to talk about Umar Johnson's sex life. Leonard's not going nowhere. Well, I'm have to engage with crazies and all sorts of banana shit. Leonard's going to sit there for 40 days and get Big Man and Little Woman and Big Ma and Grandpapa to give donations out the ass to talk about Umar Johnson's sex life. I'm so embarrassed to be black sometimes. So then that means so oh man, so he's about to eat. Big Man's about to put about $1,500 on this nigga plate in the next month. He's about to put $1,500 in this man's plate in the next month because he's just going to be loving him going in on Polite. He's going to be loving him going in on Pharaoh. This is so sad. Yeah, it's so sad. You might be right. This and that's what I'm saying. It's like he's infatuated with this man. He's like really infatuated with this man, and it makes. But this what I'm saying. Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna give balance. He's going in on Umar Johnson on fraud. He's going in on Polite about whatever. He's gonna go in about Young Pharaoh about whatever. Why don't he go in on that chick Patrice McCullen with the Black Lives Matter? Why he don't go in on that? Why he don't really start like? Why he don't have like super panels on that? Because I'm really gonna have to go back on it because like I'm from New York, and the mayor of New York, black man, he's my neighbor, he's my ex neighbor, and he gonna have fucking hell this next 4 years. Okay, because he's an ex-cop, and right now because he's black, he's going to try and do the kiss the white people ass shit. Because see, we had a white president and we had a white mayor, but he had a black wife, so he was the black mayor. So he did a lot of good shit for the hood. He actually really protected us. This nigga about to go back on everything, go back to the Giuliani era, and have these guys on some stop and frisk shit all over again, really, really tearing a hole in the streets all over again because there's a black man behind it. So they're gonna be extra, extra. So the Black Lives Matter movement is like, yo, we ain't having it. If you go back on that, we tearing a hole in the streets. Period. Fuck with us. And see, you gotta understand that this stems way back when they was marching and protesting, tearing a hole in Brooklyn. They tore a hole in Brooklyn. And Eric Adams marched with him as well. You know, he did march with him. He marched across the bridge. He marched. But it's just that he can't have that again while he's mayor. So he's gonna have to prove a point. And you can't try and prove a point when you got momentum from these Negroes like that. So he got hell coming his way. And I say all that because the Black Lives Matter movement is about to be all in the spotlight all over again. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And this New York chapter is not even getting funding from the head chapter. They actually had beef with the head chapter. I actually met the dude. Me and him chopped it up. The president of the New York chapter. He saw my shirts. He liked my spread love shirts. You heard. We actually exchanged numbers. We supposed to do some stuff, but that's when I went out to Delaware. Like I say, there's a lot of things and a lot of people I'll be meeting and coming across. And so the whole thing is, this chick done raised all this money. She done bounced all over the place. She got all this stuff. Then she resigns, and this nigga still talk about Umar Johnson underwear, and he didn't touch her. He didn't give her 5 months. Nah, Lennon, you a fraud yourself. You a bati boy. You fruity about you. I'm not feeling that. Oh, I'm not feeling that, yo. Like I said, yo, I cannot believe that this woman raised 70 some $million with this whole Black Lives Matter movement. They done raised 70, 80 some, 90 some $million. And no one's touching and calling her out. But you run and talk about Umar Johnson's sex life with his underwear and him sleeping on the floor. Go and call her out. Because I want that conversation. Because I would like to know what they did with that money. That's money I would like to know what happened to. Like for real, for real. That's money I really would like to know what happened to. Because I spoke to a few families. I've spoken to a few families who lost their loved ones due to police brutality. And they have never came even across the people of Black Lives Matter. But when they get on TV, they would mention these family names. Nah, folks. Like I say, I'm on Leonard's ass. You better start talking about this chick, Patrice. Stop playing. Get off those brothers' necks. Let them bury themselves. Let them break their own necks. Get on that female who's screaming about Black Lives Matter, who talk about she resigns. Give me 3 weeks. Give me 3 weeks of her. Stop playing games. Then he need to stop acting gay. Stop. See, we say shit like this forever. Yo, nigga gay. Because that's gay. When you talking about man, you digging up a man's, when you digging all in the man ass, that's just a little too gay. Like I say, switch it up. Go in 2022, switch up. Not just about polite. Not just about polite. Not just about young Pharaoh, but talk about the Black Lives Matter folks. Talk about them. Talk about why they haven't really branched and sending these people money. Why they haven't broke bread. What's up, Miss Tina? How you doing?
Why do you keep taking jabs at the person who helped you? Are you uncomfortable at his relatives' home? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? I'm trying to read the chat right now, so I'm just seeing people that coming up here saying things. Why do you keep taking jabs at the person who helped you? Are you uncomfortable at his relatives' home? What are you talking about? You know what's funny? He might not be gay, but he might not be 100%, but he might have like gay qualities. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a fact. Let's say he's not 100% gay, but he has bi qualities. He has real bi qualities because none of my people would allow me to just be talking about another person, another dude like that, constantly. There's no way in life. So I think that I think he has a fascination with, like, if he watched porn, I think he watched the male part of the porn more than the female part. Like like he'd be like, damn, he's rocking that. Yo, he's banging her. Yo, he's giving it to her. You know what I'm saying? He'd be more infatuated with the guy giving the business as opposed to like, damn, look at the shorty ass moving. Damn, she's sexy. He would be talking more about the guy giving it to the woman more than the woman just looking like a piece of art, if that makes sense. Damn, see? Like I said, I had to go to the chat to see what y'all was talking about. So Leonard's best friend from sixth grade through high school and into his adult life was homosexual. But I mean, okay, now I read it out loud. How do you know that's a fact? Because I be getting on Lennon about saying shit and not being having facts and just saying it. How is this a fact? Give me some, JJ. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Come on, JJ. Come on. I need facts. I'm putting this on my screen. This got to be facts. He said Lennon's mentor from high school all the way through college was homosexual. Damn. And Lennon says he was sexually abstinent those college years. You got to put it all together. You got to put things all together. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen to people's words. Dang. Yo, no. Yo, anybody who's around the homosexuals like that much, they are curious. That's when you call him by curious. So that's what I'm saying. He's curious. Going back to what I said, I didn't read this chat shit. I said that he's one of those dudes who be watching the porn, and if we all watching the porn, let's say we got some chicks up in there, and we all trying to get them into a mood, he would be like, damn, this nigga bang her out. Yo, he's fucking the shell shorty. He would constantly talk about the dude's performance on the chick as opposed to the chick's art. We would be expecting the females to be like saying shit like that, but he would be saying that and cheering it on. Yo, just think about when he was talking about when Umar was saying something about he had it all dripping and whatever. I wasn't paying attention to it like that, but he was like, "Oh, nasty." Just we don't want to hear that. Just nasty. Ugh, something dirty. And it was like, dude, I would have been like, yo, I'm different. I'd be like, yo, get it.
Beat it up. Did you have some eggnog with that? It's like, why are you hating on it? Like you want him to be fruity? It's like, yo. Yeah, she said exactly. She spent on those homes, but she didn't spend all that money on those homes. I want to know where all that money is at. Where is all that money at? Where it was like, where the heck? What is that? It's like you. This is really that's spooky because when I looked, because when I did a little something on her like months ago, I think it was like it said like 70 some $1 million they raised. You guys gotta understand, like when Black Lives Matter hit and that slogan just hit, and everybody's like, yo, where can we donate? Where can we donate? Where can we donate? People just wanted to give, yo. People didn't know where it was going. It's just like they just felt like they was doing their part. You guys gotta understand, people just wanted to do their part and support those the dead one. They know they was dead, but they just felt like, yo, this money can reach you. And that's how I mean, that's what they was moving like that. They was getting money that they didn't know what to do with. I want to know where that money's at. And LennonHonor's not covering that. He want to talk about polite. Let the judge and all those crackers that's going to have that man hang him. Let them hang him. You don't hang him. He's hung already. It's like R. Kelly. It's like it'd be like R. Kelly shit. It's like people make me so mad. You was around. You seen it. You knew what was happening. You did nothing. Now the shit's in the air. Now people want to talk about it. I don't watch these dudes. You guys been watching them. You didn't see no funniness with him. You guys wasn't calling out. If he did it, hunt him down, kill him. That's that. If y'all feel some type of way, hunt him down and kill him. Otherwise, let these the courts bury his ass. Talk about that chick taking all that money and not doing nothing with it. Her and her gay lover. Who the hell is JJ? Yo, JJ, you. I don't even believe you. You are you joking? You trolling right now? Trolling. What are you talking? He said Lennon is homosexual. To Professor hooked Lennon up with a gentleman in Oakland where Lennon lived rent free for over a year. Yo, how you know? Please, please tap in. Please. I want to laugh tonight. Please. Today's a laughing moment for me. I want to laugh. I want to laugh. Oh God. Oh God, yo, see, yo, okay, okay, now look. Now I was listening to him because, like I said, right now I'm about to be studying you, LennonHonor, yo, because I'm about to give you the business, and so he said that his wife said, "I love you." He said his wife came up to him and said that when she first saw him, she knew that he was the one, and blah blah blah. So he basically said that his woman came at him, or it was just a time that they was together, and she just came to him and said that. But no matter what, his woman was the aggressor. And so now you're saying that his woman was looking what? When Lennon met Aida, she was a blank slate. Her hair was cut like a boy's. Was cut like a boy. No body. She was perfect for a man that is confused about his sexuality. Like I said, man, I've been studying for quite often, and he be reacting a little bit too femme about male things. You know what I'm saying? Like he talk beta, but it's like when I'm listening to him, he talk. I mean, he talk about alpha, but when I listen, I be hearing nothing but beta in him. Like, and it's scary because I'll be like, dudes be giving him hundreds of dollars too. Like, but then again, like, what are these dudes? So it's like it is what it is. He got a strong fan base of some funny shit. He got that's you know what I'm saying. No one could be jealous of when you got a strong base of funny shit unless you want funny shit to be your strong base too. So it is what it is. Yo, look, and that's what I'm saying too. I'm reading things slow. I'm not even. As I'm speaking, I'm reading it. So I'm getting to the next one as I get to it. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think he's gay. All right, but I think that he's that dude that will watch that porn and talk about that dude as opposed to that shorty with that big fat booty and pretty eyes and her titties just so perfect. Look at her feet, yo. Her feet are so beautiful. Nah, he's gonna be talking about, yo, this nigga is pounding her out. Yo, damn, he got her dripping, yo. Yo, he banging her, yo. Yo, damn, look at yo, he's in her ass, yo, he eating her, yo, he doing her, yo. That shit sounds nasty, me just saying it. But that would be him. Like, I mean, yo, dude, are you watching the same porn as me? Like, yo, sure, yo, let's go to the room, man. We good. We just gonna let them have the porn to themselves, you know? Yeah, I mean, like, and this is for real, for real. You know, it's like you need to fall back off for the men, and you need to start talking about that trifling Black Lives Matter couple and find out what the hell they did with that money. Period. Give me 5 episodes on that. Then you'll really get respect. Trust me, I'll become a member of your Cookie Crush chat. You do that. Give me 5 videos of them. Dig into their shit. Go hard on them. Please. But I did ask him to do a timeline on Umar Johnson. I did ask that. I can't remember exactly what I did ask, but you're doing too much. You talk about polite, you talk about Pharaoh, and you talk about Umar, and then you get mad money, and you ain't even bringing up my situation the right way. Still, like I say, no one's going to have the full details of how much money was raised in the last year, except for myself, when it comes down to going to court. And you always talk about his money. You always that's what you stay talk about the money. You stay talk about the money. You should really be trying to get me up in that courtroom so I can come back with that. That's for real. Like T always say, y'all did Don wrong. You came at it wrong. You did everything wrong. Ask the wrong questions. I like him brown, the yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. My name is Five Dog from the Zulu Nation. Yo, my question to Umar Johnson is this. If you was on a plane using the business, you was actually in the business class seats, you was first class. You was up at first class. And the plane had about like it wasn't fully passenger, it didn't have all the passengers. It had quite a few, but it didn't have all the passengers. And you was on your way to China. You was on your way to China. The plane go down, it crashes. 6 survivors. Out of six survivors, it was 2 women, 4 men. One of the women was Asian. The other one was that badass airline stewardess. A bear came, fucked up the 2 dudes because that was injured. They done. Other 2 guys, they died because of their injuries. The Asian girl died because of her injuries, and it was you and the white chick for a year. Are you fucking her? Huh, Umar? That was just a thought. That was just a thought. I was thinking I was watching one of those YouTube movies, and it was about some people stranded. It made me just think. So Umar, as a man, if you don't see that white woman as a complete animal, or she's not a demon, and that you really truly see a demon, your manhood's going to want it. Now, I'm not saying practice it. No, I'm not saying that shit. But I'm just saying that what if that happened? What would you really do? I want somebody. Now that would be a hard question. Now somebody. Now you ask, a hard question. That would be a hard question for him. He would be able to answer all the questions, but that would be a hard question for him. I think that would be one of the hardest questions for him. Word. What you do with the money, Umar? I think that would be easy for him. He could cover that one. You've been asked that too much. But if it was you and this white woman and y'all was crashed up on the island and y'all was trapped there for 2 years, are you beat? She injured you dislocated your shoulder, you fractured your ankle, she nursed you for 6 months. Are you gonna let her suck you off, huh? And sorry to sound like that, ladies, but someone said, Umar wouldn't be able to answer the hard questions. They talk about taxes and shit like that. That's not no hard question. Taxes ain't no hard question. The HVAC ain't no hard question. Are you gonna fuck that white chick? That's the hard question for his ass. Don't remember what you just said. You said TC got his butt handed to him. Why do you think that? What happened? What did I say about that? When did I say that? What did I say? I know I said something, but I can't remember. Evidence.
Damn, I get yo. That's what I'm saying. I guess I'm gonna have to watch these videos because I gotta study this dude. Because I mean, I really, really just got me confused. Like, I really think it's something funny. Think it's something wrong with him. I really think it's something wrong with him. He's too infatuated, too fascinated, too. He's kind of like idolizing this man more than the people that really like him. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my own live and try and remember what the fuck I was talking about with TC and talk about hand his butt to him, whatever. And then I'll leave a message in the chat for you, Tina, if that's what you want to know. I can't remember because that he's not really the topic. So it just probably thought that just went through my mind and just went came out my mouth, but it wasn't the topic. Oh damn! I probably wouldn't even watch those videos. I probably call him out from them. Yeah, his manhood videos and every one of his relationships, the women approach. See, damn, yo, I'm telling you, and I can just imagine how goofy he probably is around them chicks. And then he probably go to the bathroom, splash of water on his face, and have to catch his composure. Like, all right, get yourself, come on, get yourself together, come on. Then he come out there on some trying front like he's some tough guy, and Shorty just be like, "Yo, you're just so comical." And then he trying to adapt to that because he's just so corny because he don't know who to be. Damn, he's messed up in this head. His body language, yeah. Like I said, anytime he start talking about something, he start rolling back and forth in his seat, spinning around, so some with his legs closed. Like, it's all his body language be really funny about a lot of funny stuff. Like, yo, is he funny? He's just infatuated. He's just too much in love with this dude. Too much in love with him. I can just imagine when he'd be making the videos, when he'd be fixing and editing the videos and scrolling, because I mean, it takes time to be going through all the videos and listening to word and word and word and word and word and analyzing each word. Like, whew. Yo, JJ, you are so stupid, yo. You are stupid. He said, I either said when she met him, he thought she thought he was married. What does that mean? That means he did not give up any heterosexual vibes at all, yo. He was ignoring her. He was like, damn. She really wanted to say, I thought he was gay. See, that's what she wanted to say. You understand what I'm saying? Put the word gay right there and see if it fits. Aida said when she met him, she thought he was gay. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't come up. I'm sure like, yo, damn, nigga. I mean, what I gotta do? She trying to figure out what she gotta do without making herself look like a whore to get this guy attention. That must be hurtful for a female to really be wanting to get a guy's attention, don't know what to do without making herself look too obvious, like she's, some kind of funny, some type of freak.
because the dude is not into women. Damn, that sucks. What you want? What you want?
Well, I saw your title here. I came on, saw your title, and I thought, oh, this should be interesting.
It is interesting.
So,
Hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
And listen, and listen, I'm not shaming Leonard for his struggles, but I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's hypocritical for him to be on Umar about basically having heterosexual male urges and weaknesses. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, I don't understand how you are a man and you mad at another man for getting his rocks off. I'm not mad at him.
Well,
I'm just mad.
well, here's one of the reasons I came up is I think the last time I was here, I was either the last time or the one previously, I had asked you some questions about, you know, your time at FDMG, or not FDMG, but in the property, I should say, right? And about Umar. And
Yo, Al. You know what I just thought about? I just thought about something. And hold on, let me answer this. This is very important, Al, because I'm almost forgetting something. One of my golden rules. Tina said something. She said, "Why would two grown men watch X-rated content together?" That's why I don't think you heard me say. I said if we was in the room, it was us two, me and you, and me and the guy, and him, me and my girl, and him and his girl, and we was watching porn. That's what I said. And then I said, you know, I'll be, you know, sorry, let's go in the next room, yo. You know, he's too much.
well, anyway, I was, since, you know, I think it was either last time I was here or the one previous that I asked a few questions about you at the property, right, in relation to Umar. And when I saw this title, I thought, you know, actually, I should ask him, because this always comes up when people deal with Umar or the whole Umar situation and the sector. Is what is your thoughts? I'm sure you've talked about it already before I came up here, but what's your opinion about LennonHonor anyway? What do you think about him? Especially, let me rephrase that. What did you think about Lennon at the time that you were at the property with Umar? And did you ever talk to Umar, or did it ever come up in conversation? Did Lennon ever come up in conversation with Umar? Or did Umar ever mention him? I'm just curious. Okay. I guess Don is vacated for the present, so hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, I'm just curious about, I was just thinking about whether Umar ever mentioned, because I doubt that he would, but I was curious whether Umar had ever mentioned Lennon or said anything about him. So that's crossed my mind, actually just crossed my mind now when I thought about it. I have no idea where Don is, folks. Hopefully he'll be back. And I guess you guys have been talking about the whole Lennon and Umar, both of them, I assume. So, oh, great, you're back.
You know, every time you go on the phone, my phone go dead, man.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like it, you know, it's always, I've got to fill time. So let me just state this. What I'm curious about is, did Umar ever mention, or did the topic of Lennon ever come up in the time that you were at the property and you talked to, or you were around Umar? Okay. Don? Hello? Not sure what's up. Maybe I think he's got issues with his phone, I believe. Something's up with his phone. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Here I am again. Here I am again. I have to fill in time. I can't see the chat, so I don't know what people are writing, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just curious about, whether Umar, I mean, I know there's the video that's out there about Umar where he mentions Lennon a little and he mentions anti-Afro. So there's that video that came out, I don't know, was it a couple of weeks ago or so that's out. But I'm interested in finding out, like I said, the straight facts and more facts and detail from the sources themselves, as opposed to hearing speculation and secondhand anecdotes and things of that nature. So that's where I'm coming from, and that's what I usually have to be interested in, considering my background. So I'm interested in what the actual facts are. And hopefully Don will return. I don't know what's going on with Don. He seems to be having, okay. Are you back, Don?
Now?
Okay. Are you having problems with your laptop or computer or phone or something?
Yeah, this wire in the house is whack. It's got a short, so it goes flat. I don't know. Go ahead. What you curious about?
All right. All right. So let me just ask this a third time because it's different. Okay. So all right.
I don't hear you.
All right. So okay. So what I asked. Why are you getting me on your end?
Huh? What you say?
Oh, what I was saying. I'm hearing myself on your end.
I mean, well, you gotta go out and come back in.
No. When I speak. Yeah. You see what I mean?
Yo, dude, I don't hear. I mean, that's you.
No, that's not me. It's coming out from your end.
So maybe you need to get off and let me just continue talking. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I'm not going to go back out and come back in. I hear myself okay. Unless to the people I sound funny.
No, I can hear you.
So then what are you talking about?
No, I was saying that when I talk. Oh, well.
Just got to come back in. Do I sound like shit? So I'm echoing? All right. Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
So, what I asked. All right. So
You
what I
killing
would,
my program.
so let me just say this for a third time. So let me see. So when you were over at the property, did Umar ever mention Lennon, or did Lennon ever come up in conversation when you were around him? That's the first thing I'm curious about.
You know what I'm curious about? I'm talking to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, do you know what I'm curious about?
Not at present, no.
Have you ever sent me a donation, any type of cash app, anything like that?
Have I? No, I've not.
Because I know that you are a reporter and you ask me too many questions. And I don't think you really know me. I don't answer questions just because. And you on my panel.
Okay.
Yeah, for real, for real.
All right. I mean,
You asking me too many questions for free, and you slowing my flow down, and you're not even like donating.
well, I just came up, so I just
I
asked one.
know that. I know that you can ask in the chat, especially this one. I really want you to understand. Like, you be slowing me down to answer questions for you, and it's for free. I just want you to understand that. Because I'm doing everything. Yeah. Because
right.
I'm on a different mindset than you slowing me down, asking me questions about fucking being at the school, Umar Johnson, and did he ever talk about Lennon? I'm like, dude, give me something for that one.
Okay.
Everybody knows. Yeah, no, that's very fair. You getting shine and everything like that on my panel. You know how many people come to my panel and next thing you know they become live and stuff like that? Al, come on, man. If you're gonna be down with the team, be down with the team. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on the email. We talk, we chop it up, we build on the thing, we have a panel discussion together. Don't just come on my panel thinking you're gonna shine.
Well, that's fair. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine by me. I just asked that.
You can ask in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, for real. You in this sector, you amongst these folks. You trying to make your name. You people want to hear from you. Yo, don't come on my channel and not being supportive of anything I'm doing because, like I said, tonight was actually supposed to be a night for my sponsorship, my youth, and my program. You asking about Umar and Lennon like I'm in love with them. I don't give a fuck about them, really.
No. Well, I know the title, so that's why I brought it up.
I know that's my title. That's my title because I'm on these dudes' asses. But I'm not here to be answering questions, especially for people who are not even supporting the help my cause at all. I need you to really understand that.
Right. So I think it's only fair.
You know what I'm saying? It's like for real.
Okay. So what then do you wish to talk about?
I was talking, I just let you come on because you know what I'm saying, that's what I do. I had the link out there, but it's like you stopping me to be answering your questions.
No,
it's not like we conversing back and forth.
I just thought I would ask the question. I mean, I can talk about the subject, but I just
asked the questions for you as a reporter. Like you really in this sector, like as a reporter, and you coming to me.
Actually, I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm no longer a reporter.
I don't care what it is, but you're still acting like a reporter here on the channel. And it's like, yo, dude, you acting like a reporter with me and answering me questions. I'm like, dude, I'm on a different mission here. I'm talking, yeah, but I'm also on a mission. So it's like you're not really supporting. Don't ask me too many questions, slowing my whole flow and my mentals down. You know what I'm saying? It really changed me off the topic and talking about Umar and was he? I already answered that last time you talked. You asked me that same question last time. You just asked in a different way. Yes, you did. You asked in a different way. You said did the people from the line online have any type of effect? And I said, yeah. Now you ask me in a different question, different format. Did he talk about Lennon? I've been said that name. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not talking about that shit. And it's like, then I gotta let you know, like, come on, dude, I'll be letting you up here, but you should be like, yo, Don, you know what I'm saying? I saw your video earlier. I like what you're doing with the kids. You know, I donate $10, and then you start giving me questions. It's a whole lot of other shit that I'm doing outside the fucking talk about Lennon. You can go, because I saw you over there watching Lennon's thing. You can go back over there and be part of that whole thing. But I'm trying to tell you, if you're gonna come over here, acknowledge me first. You ain't acknowledge my video. You acknowledge the success and the growth, the kids. You're not acknowledging nothing. You just come in with questions and questions and questions. Like, dude, that's why Umar would say to people, he only answer questions to those who support. And then y'all would hate him. No, I fucking salute that. The show don't flow their way. This ain't the Al show. You on the wrong person panel. I'd be letting you on just to let you rock. But then when you try to take over, nah, homeboy, you can't take over and talk over me. Start your own show and ask somebody some questions. If you're gonna come over here, you better acknowledge shit I did. I put out a few things outside the last time we was talking. I put a few videos out. Don't just respond to the shit you want to respond on and think you're gonna come in and rock and shine. Nah, it don't work that way. You better really ask somebody about me.
Okay.
I'm really not the you just don't get it. I'm trying to tell you that before. You gotta know where you at. No, you gotta know where you at. You gotta know where you at. Like I said, I put up like 3 different videos. I put up 3 different videos, and you only came to respond to this, and you didn't respond to anything in the videos I have up. It's $ Icy 116. I don't care what you talk about. You go and talk to you talk about it in the chat. When you come up on deck, you gotta be a supporter. Straight like that.
Okay.
And I told you that last time. I told you that the very first time you was with me. That's why I was surprised to see you come back around. You think I forgot? I ain't forget. We chopped up for a long time.
No.
Well, reiterating, that's what it was. I balked at you back then. I know I balked at you. I remember.
Right.
But you told me down. Well, this ain't the Al show. I'm really talking about Leonard. So it's $ Icy Don 167, and like that's that.
Well, I'm perfectly fine with talking about Lennon.
Nah, but right now, I want to zone back out.
That's why I came up. In fact, that's why I came up.
I know.
That's why I came up.
Nah, but right now, I need you to support my cause. I got my youth program. I need to sponsor some kids. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be sitting here on my panel, shining, talking, have people listen to you, support my cause, give a donation. Otherwise, you got to go back to the chat. I let you shine for hours, homie. Yeah.
Okay.
I let you shine for hours. If you go back to the time you been coming here, you shine for at least like 2.5, 3 hours on my panel.
I've been here
It doesn't matter. Well. And not one time did you say, yo, I'm going to give you a little donation for I see your efforts, because when I first came around and I saw you where you was at and where you at, none of that. It's just you jump on. I gotta ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Nigga, get the fuck out of here with these questions. Al, you gotta know where you at.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the team to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Why she's in so much defense of TC and shit like that. Talk about.
Is that
I'm trying to figure out why she.
You mean
someone in the chat? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the chat and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen a couple of her comments before.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at that, trying to stay in my zone. Then I bring you up here, and then you ask me questions. I'm like, I really wanted to go back to her and figure out what the hell she's talking about. And then my man JJ, he's all up in here going in on Lennon about
Lennon,
about him being talk about his
sexuality.
I saw that
comment. Yeah, I saw that comment.
Because this is for real. I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, no man's going to keep constantly on top of another man like that unless there's something funny about it.
Yeah, here's the thing. From what I understand about Lennon, he was doing a number of other things before he hit on Umar, before he went into Umar. Because I remember that he used to do like documentaries about music or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like a life coach or something like that?
He's jealous of Umar because everything that Umar's doing and everything that Umar is what Lennon wanted to be. And so he has that jealousy of him. So therefore he's going to talk about him and make people distrust him.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's all this is about.
I have to admit, I don't have anything against Lennon personally, but I am curious about why he decided to go up against Umar. I never really did know why that happened. I never was aware of why that happened. Because it seems like quite a stretch to go from producing these documentaries to doing the what is that? The coaching or whatever it was, and then deciding to focus on critiquing Umar. Because I agree with Lennon.
It's no different than this sector deciding to stop talking about Leonard and stop talking about Umar and start going to battling each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some certain content don't get the recognition and don't get the money that's needed. So they switch up the content and then you get the money and that's what it's about. So he saw where the money was at. Just like the sector. They saw where the money was at. It was about cursing each other out. And talking about each other.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember when Lennon started in on Umar, because I don't know if it was financially remunerative to criticize Umar when Lennon started.
Lennon was already critiquing Umar before Lennon was online. Once Lennon knew about Umar, he was probably already critiquing him because, like I said, it's a genuine hate. It's a natural hate that many people be having amongst each other. It's a jealousy. It's just natural jealousy that people are gonna have when they want to do something and they not doing it, and then the other person doing it. It's hate. Then they start hating, and so then they talk about it. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Here's my take. I never really given much thought to Lennon and why he went against Umar. But I don't think it's so much jealousy for him. I think it's more contempt. He doesn't like Umar. He looks down on Umar. He doesn't respect him. He thinks of him as a clown, as a joke, as a loser.
That's what you see. So that's what you see, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. You really don't understand the culture. It's all of that. All of that stems all down to just hating on them, yo. It's just hating because you can't be like the person, yo. Anytime a person starts doing that, it's because they are jealous. Period. It's jealousy. You don't do that to any. If you are bigger and better than something, you don't go in that hard on something that's beneath you.
Yeah, but I don't know that he thinks that he's bigger than Umar. Better, I think. Yeah. But not bigger. I think if Lennon were very successful, I would agree. Like if he were making huge money, he wouldn't bother with Umar. But I think it's because Lennon. This is just my personal view based on what I've seen. I get the feeling that Lennon looks down on Umar, partly from a personal point of view. Like Umar reminds him of people that he knew growing up and may have kind of, I don't know, maybe bullied him or messed with him or didn't think much of him or that he didn't like. That's what I get when I see Lennon. You know,
Tina, Al, Tina's defending you in regards to me barking at you being on the panel and not donating. But Tina, like I told Al this early this year, the same thing. Like I really did tell him that way earlier because I noticed that Al do talk way too much, and Al, start taking over stuff, and he just be dragging and dragging. So when I saw him do that before, I mentioned it then, and then months later he do the same thing. So I mentioned it again. It's not being mean; it's being for real. And also, especially at that time, I didn't know why TC and Northern was going at Al at the time too. So I wasn't too keen on who Al was. I don't know who Al is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I was I'll be showing some type of, I guess, meanness that you would say. But if he thought it was mean, he would have been off the pan a long time ago. You see, he's still talking, Tina. All right. So some people can handle it, and others people is weak. I don't think Al's weak. Go ahead, Al.
Okay. No, but the impression I always got with Lennon, this is just my read on Lennon, is that I think the reason why he goes after Umar is based on like personal stuff in his past. Like Umar represents the kinds of men he never liked, the kinds of, how do I put it? I don't know, whether kids in school or people that he knew that always looked down on him, that would give him a hard time, bully him. That's the impression that I get. The way that Lennon talks about it is like he just thinks of him like he how do I say it? Like a total. It's like it's always he looks down on him.
You say he's looking down on him, right?
Yeah, that's my point. That's not personal.
That he's looking, but why is Lennon looking down on Umar?
Because I think it's personal for him. Like it stems from something in his past.
They never met. How could it be personal if they never met?
No. Right. Not in terms of them.
Al, time out.
Umar represents.
Al. Let's go back to the word personal.
Okay.
If I never met you, how could you have any personal feelings towards me?
You're right, but people are like that. I mean, I have people in this sector.
That's why I said there are people who have problems. I told you before, they special ed. Now, going back to him, he has problems. And if you listen to what I said, they need to have a circle. He need to go there, and they all need to have therapy, because you cannot have a problem with someone that you never met. You can't lie. How?
Well, again, here's what I will say, based on my experience in the sector. I've had people I've never talked to, never been on a panel with, never even talked to in a chat, call me all kinds of names, which I won't go into, and basically act as if they hate my guts. So these are people I don't know, never talked to, never had any dealings, never did anything to or with or anything. So on the surface, you're right. People who didn't meet or have anything to do with each other, they shouldn't be mad at each other, right? But in this day and age with the internet and YouTube, that's not usually the case. People who never met you can hate you. And people who never met you can love you and like you. You see, those are different words, though.
See, hate is jealousy, but there's a problem is a different word. How are you going to have a problem with the person? This is a hate. You can have hate,
You can be jealous, but you don't technically have a problem with that person. The problem is with yourself because you have hate and you have jealousy. It's not with the other person. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That man has jealousy. Period. Like I said, this is hood therapy when you come up here, Al. Trust me, man. I don't even have to have fancy words. This is hood therapy. Word English is very simple. We be trying to mix words together. Hate is different than problem.
So you see, Lennon has a problem with Umar.
He has self-hate. He has self-hate. He has self-hate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He has self-hate. And that self-hate makes him have a problem with Umar because he hates himself. And then he tried to find glory with the little things he have. He's jealous. He's hate himself because he didn't do what he should have done. And then he's jealous. And then he's trying to belittle and big himself up on any little thing, error, any error that the next person make. And I study people to be like, anytime somebody try to maximize off of your error is when they jealous.
I think that's something that I've heard in regards to Lennon.
Anyone who to maximize, anybody who want, okay, let's say take a female. Let's say you and me, we boys, and you my best friend, and you know everything about my chick. You know what I'm saying? I tell you everything about her. And then she tells you everything about me. You know everything. Now you can maximize on my error, right? Because you want her forever. You grew up with her. You grew up next door to her. You always want her. I come out from Bed-Stuy. I come from another hood. And next thing you know, I bag the girl you always wanted. Because she always looked at you as a friend. And now you can maximize on my error because I did something wrong to her. You know what I mean? Guys got shot and killed because of maximizing off errors. And that's what he's doing. He's maximizing off this man's error and he's only killing him. Oh, he destroyed a dream. And now he got the dream of nightmare, but the nightmare he's still working on. Umar's dream became a nightmare because this man jealousy. Just like anti-Afro jealousy.
Well, I don't think anti-Afro is jealous.
Didn't you say that she was a therapist or wanted to be a therapist or something? That she was mad because he was portraying to be in her field?
Well, yeah, she's a therapist. My understanding.
That's jealousy, dude. That's jealousy right there. I just cut all the trim off the tree and go straight to the root. That's jealousy. Who is this man coming online making all this money in my field?
Yeah, but he's not making money off the field. He's making money from donations.
Exactly, but she's still looking at her field. Oh, he's using my field to make money. Oh, I'm gonna call him out. He's not even legal this. He's not even that. He's trying to make money in my field. That's jealousy, dude. Otherwise, it's don't give a fuck. It's really don't give a fuck or you jealous.
Well, what I could say is, in the case of Lennon, I can see why people would think that he's jealous of Umar. I can understand that. And I think it's feasible that people would think that way. But when I see Lennon and I see him doing his thing, I don't really see jealousy. I see a guy, I see snobbery.
Snobbery?
That's what I think. Yeah. I think Lennon is a snob when it comes to people like Umar. Because Lennon sees himself as superior to Umar. He sees himself as just a better person and a better man. And the reason he does is because he's a guy, he's got 5 kids, he has his lady at home, and he has a conventional home life. And he looks at Umar, and Umar's never raised his kid. They're raised by their mother. He's
dude,
always on the road.
dude. You can say all that as slow as we want, but my mind is too fast. The bottom line is, why do we care? If you got a family to raise and all these good things that you need to focus on, why do you care about who I'm fucking? That you got to do the 2-hour live on it. If you got a family to raise, everything that you're saying for a real man don't make sense. It's chatty
But people
patty, and
are
that
often like that.
that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
people
that
are often
chatty
like
patty.
that.
I know, because that's that chatty patty world, and so he knows that, and so he knows that everybody know that jealousy and envy gets ratings. Good guys shit don't get ratings. Jealousy and anger and hate brings ratings.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Lennon. The advantage that Lennon has is because he's got kids, because he's got a lady, he looks better on paper than Umar does. And that's what Lennon trades on. So he could say, look at me. Hey,
Yo,
I'm
you
at
know what
home.
looks good? I'm gonna tell you, no. We go back and forth. You know who looks really good? Umar, when he gets on that plane and he going to Virginia and he smashed that chick over there. And then when he gets on the plane, he go to Africa and smash 2 of those chicks right there. He looks real good for alpha men who's single. He looks real good.
Mm-hmm.
So see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. How it's what way you really look at it. On paper, like you said, on paper, right. But we're not on paper right now. You know what I'm saying? We on YouTube streets. And on YouTube streets, right. Everybody talk about hold on, don't cut me off, dude. And on YouTube streets, we not looking at on paper. We really looking at who's got paper. And right now, everybody's talking about his paper and what he's doing with his paper, and they try and make it. They try and make it not look good. But no matter what, it's doing him a whole lot of good. So we look at it many ways, but it don't matter because no matter what, he's spending too much time focused on this one man and not really focused on anything good. He's talking just about him having sex with this woman, him doing that, him wearing this. It's not nothing. It's like, if you're going to do that, switch the topic to someone else. Talk about this woman who's raised $76 million. This ain't, you're still talking fraud? You're still talking money? It's hate. But it's also saying that I can make a lot of money off of this hate. That's why he now say, I don't hate the guy. I actually, you know, I feel sorry for him. How the fuck you feel sorry for a man who bought a fucking four schools? But you don't feel sorry for the dude that was living in the school that's abandoned. That's bullshit. Stop defending bullshit, especially with me. You can't be on my panel defending bullshit. I told you I got $500 debate. I got $500 for the debate. You're gonna come to this panel and really, you know, to talk a little bit more sense. That don't sound right.
Well, actually, what I was saying in terms of Lennon was, I think his appeal, because I was getting to partly why he goes after Umar, is he feels secure in his position. Because what he can project is an image of himself as a family man. And he knows that there's going to be an audience of people.
So then focus on the Family Guy world, understand what I'm saying? And leave the Umar world alone. This is for real. Focus on, if you really feel good about your family world, big that up and build a market on that. Build a strong infrastructure on that. Make money off of that. Support your family on that. But looking at the next man and trying to down his life because he's single, because he has a baby mama like all the millions of niggas out here. Why is he wrong? Because he has a baby mama. And I heard this story about his baby mama. I actually kind of believe in with the story of his baby mama, although I'm gonna add a little something to it. He probably fucked up. But yet and still, she probably just being a complete bitch. See, I heard his story. Did you hear his story about his baby mama? I'm talking about Umar Johnson.
I heard a little about it.
You heard it from his mouth?
Yeah, I think he had mentioned that I think one of the women he had kids with wasn't allowing him to see his daughters at one point or something like that.
But you don't want to believe that, right? You don't think that happens, right? I have a brother who's going through that shit.
It does happen.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't. So I just shut it down right there. But like I said, I bet there's a little twist to it. There's got to be a reason why. But yet and still, she probably just being a maximum bitch about it.
I never given much thought about that, frankly.
Yeah, I know, but you want to get. Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But you digging up Lennon about his family life and everything. Lennon got this beautiful. It's like the odd couple. You got Felix and Oscar, and you got Felix trying.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
I know. I always give good ways to look at it. I told you it's hood therapy. That's the best way to look at it. And then you got Felix and looking down on Oscar. But how many people salute Oscar back in the days? When watching The Odd Couple, how many people love the Oscar nigga?
Well, I used to watch The Odd Couple when I was a kid.
Me too. That's what I'm talking about.
As an example. Yeah. I like that's a perfect example when you deal with Umar and Lennon. Perfect example. Because Lennon is really like Felix. And I think Umar is really like Oscar. I mean, it's two different types of guys right there. But the difference was those were two guys that were friends living with each other. Yeah, they were very different, but they were friends living with each other. These two guys, Umar and Lennon, are completely adversarial toward one another. And actually, my point about Lennon was this. And my point about Lennon was this. I was actually looking at why I think Lennon has the audience he has and does the things that he does. And like you mentioned about Umar, I think that was a valid point. That he has an appeal to, let's just say, the alpha males, right? Because of the way he conducts himself, the way he behaves, the way he deals with women, so forth. Well, my point is that Lennon has an appeal to people who are more conventionally oriented. They like more of the family or yearn for the family structure. And I've seen this with people who are fans of Lennon or who like Lennon because they said, I like the fact that he's a family man, that he has a lady, that he's at home. He's not, misbehaving.
Dude. So let him talk about family for 10 shows straight and don't talk about Umar. And I guarantee you, he won't have 1,400 people in there. I guarantee you have an average about like 500 to 700 people in this chat. Okay, so he's not going to do that because it's about money for him.
Oh, I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. So then that's the reason why we're going to stop it right there because it's about money for him. So he's going to constantly go at this dude because he's just trying to make money off him. Mm-hmm. So he's building a hate on another person. He's building an avalanche. He's building a complete asteroid. He's building a nova of hate towards one man so he can get money. When everybody respects him for the family guy. But he don't want to do the family guy because he can't get the money off it. So Al, stop defending something that can't be defended. Seriously. He's doing that all for the money. So he's hating on the next one for money.
Well, here's my point. I'm actually not defending Lennon. I'm just observing the phenomena of Lennon. So I'm not saying whether he justified in going after Lennon, Umar or not. I'm actually just saying, here's what I've observed about Lennon. This is why I think he does the things he does. And this is why I think he has the audience he does. And the reason he goes after Umar is he feels he can get away with it because of the way his profile is constructed. Family guy, got a lady, he behaves a certain way.
So he's even manipulating. So
like
everything that he says about Umar, he's doing the same thing though. You saying it. You're right. I'm listening. You're right. You're right. Everything you say is right.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right. See, what I'm saying is, I'm looking at the phenomenon. I'm looking at him on YouTube. I'm not saying whether he does is right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what I've observed. This is why I think Lennon does the things he does, and why he's able to be successful to a certain extent at it. Because of his status, because of his profile. People look at him and they go, "Oh,
we could trust
Lennon.
him."
Look at this. Got it. Precisely. It's trust factor. Whereas they look at Umar and they go, "Oh man, this guy doesn't take care of his kids. He's gallivanting around the country."
The best way I can put it is this way: Beyonce,
women, all these things.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, right, and Nas. I think one of the reasons why that beef with Jay-Z and Nas kind of came to a little halt is because of Beyonce behind the scenes, his woman saying, "Yo, I actually like Nas. I don't think that y'all should really be doing that. Nas is about knowledge." When your wife is behind the scenes cheering you on to try and destroy a man, that's a match made in heaven to hate. You know what I'm saying? She's part of the team. It's not even like she's like saying, "I don't think we should." It seemed like she's cheerleading them on, like, "Yeah, we need to get him on this. Yeah, we need to get him on that. Yeah, I need my nails done." That's what she comes off to me as. "Oh, Umar did this. We need to go on vacation. Ooh, Umar did this. I need a new wardrobe."
Yeah, I have to say this. I like Lennon personally. I got nothing against him as a person. I'm not a YouTube content creator. So I don't make videos about anybody, including Umar.
What you like about Lennon? No, time out. You said, "I like Lennon." What you like about Lennon? Because you don't know him. You never met him, right?
Right. No, I have never met him. No.
Okay. Now, how do you know of LennonHonor?
Well, I know of him from YouTube.
Okay. So what of YouTube made you like LennonHonor? Was it because of his Family Guy conversation or because you were talking about Umar?
Actually, the reason I like Lennon is more.
This is definitely hood therapy. I want y'all to get this because remember, he came out of nowhere. He was a writer. He was writing about Umar Johnson, and he did not know nothing about LennonHonor. So, what you like about LennonHonor?
The impression that I get, I can only go by what I see and what I can detect of Lennon. Actually, what I like about Lennon is that I know he's into like Star Trek, Star Wars, sci-fi stuff, and I'm into that stuff.
So when does he talk about that?
He doesn't talk about that as much.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So we have that in common. We're into that stuff, right? Besides that, I would say he has a kind of easygoing personality. I kind of like, as a person, as personality, generally.
You know why I don't like him? You know why I don't like him? That's what I'm saying. I don't see nothing to like about him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't see nothing to really like about him because he's building a family and raising like a family, just like the Chinese man is coming to the neighborhood, putting the Chinese restaurant and putting their children through college. Or for black folks, he comes into the neighborhood and the things that people like and respect about him, he's not even talking about. The reason why, the same like Umar Johnson, the reason why people gave him support is because he was one to build school, but the school is not open.
And so now people mad. And so I'm saying the things that people really liked about Lennon, oh, he was a musician, oh, he was talking this therapy, he was doing this. He's into Star Trek. He don't talk nothing about that shit. He don't do none of the stuff that you folks like. He only talks about Umar. So that's the real reason why your folks like him, because he talks about Umar. That's it. It's nothing else, because he don't talk about none of that shit. Come on, keep it 100. We grown folks. We ain't young kids. Fuck liking. I like him because he's in Star Trek. We don't talk about Star Trek. He talk about Umar. You like because he have hate. You like hate. Y'all like hate. Say it. I like hate.
Well,
I like hate. I like hate. I like hate. I like hate. Say it. I hate. I love hate. Say it. Say it.
No,
I like hate.
I'm not gonna say that.
I like hate. Yes, you do. I like hate. Just say it. I also like him because he be hating on Umar Johnson. Keep it 100.
You asked me why I like the guy personally.
Personally, you don't know him personally. You don't know him personally. We went over personally. You never met him, so you don't know him personally.
I'm going by what I see and what I can detect of his personality.
Look at the word personally, because I need to know where my thesaurus at. Damn it! I normally have a thesaurus around here. Where's the thesaurus at? Because you folks use words. What is personally? Personal means it's personal. You have no personal relationship.
As a person,
you have no personal relationship with him.
As a person,
that nigga could be a fucking person. You don't know nothing about him. You don't have no personal relationship about him. You only like him because he talks about
know an extreme amount. I know, and I never said I did.
All right, so okay, do you like Umar Johnson? There's nothing about Umar Johnson you like?
As a person?
Yeah.
From what I can see, no, there's nothing about Umar I like.
You don't like his intellect? Because you seem like you're an intellectual type of man. You don't like his intellect?
I don't really see intellect with Umar.
Okay, say no more.
Right. Here's the thing with Umar, since you asked me. I think it was after I wrote the piece. When I saw him and I saw the way that he behaved, there was nothing about the man that had any appeal to me as a person. He didn't behave and act like any professional that I've known or I've interviewed or that I've seen behave. And he struck me as a very unnecessarily aggressive, intrusive, controlling, even dictatorial presence. And none of that appeals to me as a person.
Yo, it took you like 45 seconds to get that one sentence out.
Because I was reciting a whole bunch of stuff.
No, that's for Tina, because she's trying to get on me when I said that you be talking too damn slow. I'll be trying to help you get you to the freaking point, because I'll be forgetting.
Well, I'm a writer. I like to string the words out.
I know what it is. I know. She don't get it though. She thinking dude's picking on. He's a writer, yo. He's trying to know. You ain't writing no this thesis right now. Spit the shit out. Broken English and all. Fuck that. Shit, Tina want to get on me. Fuck that. Stop getting on me, Tina. You better cut that out. I'll be talking too damn slow. Yo. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, Umar is a head case, but like I say,
yeah.
I just if I tell you like this, if I had to like follow, you remember the Poseidon? Remember the movie Poseidon? If I had to follow if I was like lost in the source, I was stuck.
Yes, and if I was stuck by myself and I finally came across, I would not go with that. You know what I'm saying? I would know who I'm going with. All right. If it was Umar, if it was Lennon, I know I wasn't going with Lennon.
Oh.
Because I would have seen too much goofiness in it. I would just seen goofiness in his aura, his energy, his eyes. I'd be like, you know what? And then I looked at the pack of people. I'd be like, you know what? This is the goof troops. Like I say, man, when I look at life right now, it's all about two things. Which side would you really choose? And take away Umar as a scammer and fuck me out my money. If I had to choose between him and Lennon, of like being on the team, I wouldn't be on Lennon's team because it'd be too goofy.
Mm.
And that's
well,
real.
This was the Poseidon. I wouldn't choose either guy. I would go on my own and say, "Hey,
well, that's what I said. No, I said you was already on your own. Yeah, no, me too. But you was already on your own. I said it. I was already on my own. Remember, I said that. I said I was on my own already. I was just surviving. Then I came across the two packs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you was already on your own. And just off the Umar came in with his controlling way, and then Lennon came in his goofy way. I think I would rather go with the controlling way and then figure out how I control that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I would go with the controlling way because I can see that.
I see your point.
Because I couldn't go with the goofy ones because there's too many goofballs. The next thing you know, some goofy dude trying to take over because he think he's hard, but it's just still goofy. And then you being led by goofy because he beat you up. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of tough goofies. And that's the reason why they get people to follow them, because they tough, but they just goofy. And at the very end, people realize I was following this goofball. What they call them in white boy high school and stuff like that. This not jock, but this they call them some funny names. But you know what I'm saying? I was following this dweeb. Like, what the fuck was I following him for? So like I said, if you had no choice. You came from one direction, it was two the other directions, this way or that way, and this group was going that way, that group was going this way. You going with the goof troops? All right.
Like I said, I'd probably not follow.
Check this out. And Lennon's goofy ass would be like, well, I'm going to follow him because that's all I've been doing. That's all he's been doing. He's been following. He's been following Umar's life forever. Like I say, this is therapy, folks. I'm not following the goofball. He's been following this man forever. So I might as well follow the source that he's been following, because maybe the source got some sense.
I mean, I wrote a piece on Umar, but I don't know. It's just my view. Like I could understand writing or doing one thing about Umar, but even I've got to admit, constantly talking about Umar, that's not my bag. I mean, I'm not a content provider, so I could never see myself producing video after video after video after video of Umar. That's just me. Like I said, it wouldn't appeal to me. I couldn't come up with new things to talk about with Umar. Now, I'm not saying that people who don't like Umar and go after him shouldn't be doing what they're doing. I'm fine with that. And we agree that Umar is a con artist and a grifter. But my view is, I'm not personally into analyzing, dissecting, and examining Umar personally myself.
Look at his ashy lips. Yo, he got ashy lips. Yo, he got a booger in his nose right there. You see it? It's all in the piece of the hair in the back. He had some lint in his hair. He had a lint ball in his hair. Yo, they be doing that. You see the lint ball in his hair? Yo, he need to brush his hair. He looked like he woke up and didn't even brush his hair. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like too much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know neither. That's why I'm doing this live on it. And Al,
Right. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't want to be harsh on people that are against Umar because I don't like
I
Umar.
know you don't.
But
You on the
I
wrong
can't.
channel. Because I'm in the middle. I'm on everybody's ass, yo.
Right. But like at the same time, I never talked about this, but even I go and I say, really, you want to deal with this element near the rock or this element over here? I mean, people like to make video after video after video about the smallest things.
Yeah.
Like that guy, what's his name? Make a change.
What you be going on?
Well, no, I mean, he likes to make videos like, okay, this form or this zoning regulation or this aspect. And what's happened is it's totally about all this minutia about Umar. And I prefer to deal with the larger issue. Like, I'm fine with going into specifics, but is it part of a larger whole? It just seems to be milked over and over and over and over again. And I understand it because it's YouTube. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack after this, but I gotta say it. I mean, even sometimes I go, is it necessary to do 20 videos about Umar's IRS form? I don't know.
I looked at one of those videos for a second, and I was like, okay, I got to get off this. This is too technical for me. Whoever has the time to really dig this deep and go this hard, God bless you. No, I don't know how they do it. That's a really strong investigative work.
And people were getting mad at me and saying, oh, you didn't do enough research, or you never did this, that, and the other thing. And you know what? I did enough research when I did my piece, but I didn't want to go into detail and write a bunch of blog pieces about Umar. That just didn't make any sense to me. Because I had someone ask me, are you going to write another article about Umar? And I said, no, I don't want to. One is enough.
Nah. Take down my email address. Let's write this one last article. Me and you write it together. Yeah, me and you write it together. That'd be awesome. Then we going live with it. Trust me. One last article. Me and you. This be the hottest article for the streets. Hot off the press. Exclusive. You can ask me. That's when you can really go in and ask me questions. We can have fun with the shit. Fuck online for free. We do this. We do this real live write up. And then go. Let's do it before. Let's do it before Kwanzaa. Let's do it before his Kwanzaa event. Let's hit him in the head for Kwanzaa.
He's having a Kwanzaa event, really?
Let's hit him in the head for Kwanzaa. Let's give him something to talk about. No, for real, Al told you, let's do the breakdown of the sector. Let's really murder this shit, yo. Nobody can do it like we can. It's two perspectives that's really neutral, yo. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Our perspective is way out of there. That's why you can't really be siding with no sides. Fuck that side shit. There's no sides with this right now. You're a writer. Fuck that side shit.
Right. I've always told people here, I'm independent. I told them that. I'm like, I'm not neutral. I don't like Umar, and I'm critical of him. But I'm independent. I don't represent any of these guys.
I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm independent.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Sure. Yeah, I'm definitely neither Democrat nor Republican. I don't talk politics here normally, but I'm definitely neither Democrat nor Republican. I can say
So
that.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So just be independent with it. Let's give me my diligence. I need that. I need an article. I need a good article. It's been in the title. It's been a year.
Well, it would
That's
depend
the
on where it
article.
would appear.
Huh?
It would depend on where it would appear. I don't know where it would come out.
You'd be surprised actually getting the New York Times. You like? I'm dead serious.
Would be interested.
Yo, dude,
I don't think
you'd
the
be
Times would
surprised.
be interested in Umar Johnson.
The way we write this article yesterday, well, the way we write
they
this
would send
article
one of
yesterday.
their own. If you're talking the Times would send one of their own to do that.
Yo, bro,
I was in the Times want
already.
anything for me.
I was in the New York Times before. In 2006, I was in about like 6 different newspapers. It's not like I haven't been in the paper. I can get in the newspaper, and I'm telling you, if you do this, your story will be in most newspapers that you want it to be. Any newspaper that you want that story to be in, you can get in. Because I'll show you how we can get in. We can get in newspapers, the education section. Yeah, education. We just target every newspaper across the nation, the education section. Get that in there. You'd be surprised. Somebody will pick it up. Because this was I was working on last year. I just couldn't really find somebody to do it. I actually asked somebody to help me write this article. And we had one newspaper she was listening to and everything, but then she fell short because she like, I don't know, I'm scared. She was scared of him.
Who was scared?
The reporter. She says, I was talking to my editor, and we think that he would come at us.
Was this a black newspaper?
It was a local newspaper. It was a woman. She was I don't think she was black. She looked Arabic, and the dude he looked white. It was a local newspaper for Delaware. Yep, that's exactly what she said. Yep, she says.
So so it was a local newspaper. You went to a newspaper in Delaware about Umar?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of this. I hadn't heard this.
I'm trying to tell you, everybody just started pushing me to the side. Yeah, the local newspaper took that, but she got scared. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm very upset. I'm going through some shit. I'm like, how the fuck you They was interested. They was interested, and they kept they was watching videos. She was sitting there watching. She said, I was seeing all your videos, and my editor saw the videos, and we are nervous. We scared. We think he's gonna come at us and probably try and sue us. Like, oh.
Wait a minute. They were afraid Umar would sue them?
They was afraid of the big bad Papa.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, yo. I need somebody, man. You crazy? And then I reached out to another local newspaper in New York. Yeah. And he said that he put the article out there, but I never seen it.
See, I was wondering when I did a Substack piece about St. Paul's College at the sale. And then I did research into Moyer Academy because Smoke has been doing a series on Moyer, and I was on a couple of those episodes. And one of the things I was always wondering about is why there wasn't local press in Delaware reporting on Umar. Because I'm looking.
Go ahead.
I'm looking up even the whole Moyer Academy. I hadn't found a lot of reporting or even any reporting about Umar in regards to him picking up the property and FDMG. Now, I don't know if anyone has been promoting the block party that he had a couple months ago, but it was odd to me that no one was writing about Umar, who is high profile enough because of YouTube in Delaware, And you're saying that the paper, the one paper you went to, the first paper you went to, they said they didn't want Umar to like sue him or something?
Yeah, now mess around. Somebody probably reached out to him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably heard me talking about, my big mouth saying I reached out to local newspapers, and there's no telling. Someone probably reached out to him. It's like, yo, he's on drugs. Because the lady really just, yeah, I can imagine what
I
really
see
happened.
now. Yeah, I see now.
You understand?
So you were, how do I, yeah, I do. Because here's what I think happened. Were you still homeless at the time?
Nah, I wasn't home. I wasn't home. I wasn't homeless then. I was just living at the school, but I was staying with. When I say homeless is me not having no keys. I was staying at this man's house in Philly that I just met.
Oh, so you had a residence.
Yeah. When I was at school,
I think. Okay. Well, here's what I think happened. They probably were spreading rumors about it. Someone did. I think they're like, oh, this guy.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, I think really happened.
Because I was sitting back, I was like, yo, why is this woman not calling me? Then when I called her, she was like, yeah. And the way she was just talking, I was like, yo, you know what? You don't sound like that at the beginning. You sound really like someone like you contacted someone, like you were speaking to someone, like they contact you. Like, what's going on? I was really hurt. Like, I wanted like really choke. Like, I can't believe you're doing this. Yep, I felt it. I know someone reached out.
Well, I think what happened was, it sounded like they were they were talking to other people, and the other people were trying to scare them off of you and saying, oh, yeah, this guy's on substances, this guy's because they don't want to take the chance to write a piece and it gets flat. And then they'll react by saying, oh, you know that guy you got information from or that you used as a source?
He was a
this
dope
guy's
fiend.
Really X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, he's a dope fiend. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he really is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they didn't want to risk losing him. See, folks, what I'm going through?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. See, that I'm glad Don, I'm really glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking at the whole Moyer Academy, it just never made sense that there wasn't a lot of reporting about Umar in Delaware. Like anything. I mean, it was really weird.
And that's what I'm saying, yo. You'd be surprised that Umar have right people in right places that has been paying attention to him and supporting, and then he find out who they are and be like, oh, you work where? You work at the local what? Oh man, sister. And then you know what I'm saying? That's how he get connects, because people follow him and then he meets them. And then they tell him their position where they work. And then he be like, oh, you judge such and such? Oh, I got a judge, I got a doc. You know what I'm saying? And then when he starts naming and saying what he got is because people came down and got a book from him. And they give him their resources. Trust me, it's scary. That's why I was like, damn, man, you guys don't really know. I'm up against a lot of shit. I think they even got to the courthouse. I really think, you know what I'm saying? And Delaware is not that big.
No, it's a very small state.
Very small state. It's easy to know somebody quick and make them say, okay, no problem, I got you. Oh, yeah. And that chick Catherine Brown's from out there.
Yeah. Right. See,
all right, so
there were things about Umar, there were things about Umar that just didn't add up. I'm going, why isn't anybody talking about this guy in Delaware? Why is there no reporting in local press about him?
Right people in the local spots.
Right.
Right people in the spots. I told you they was having a local town hall meeting, and he was one of the topics. That's how Catherine Brown met him or found out about him. She didn't meet him there because he wasn't there, but they was talking about him in the town hall meeting.
Mm-hmm. When was this?
Yeah, or the year before.
Okay.
It was last year. That's what she said she couldn't do. Yeah.
That would make sense.
It's deep. This is deep. And so like I'm really battling, but you know, and people that's why I be getting mad. Like, yo, I'm battling this shit by myself and you guys are spending mad time joking, and I'm going through some real shit about the person you joking about.
Well,
I'm so confused.
I can say when you mention the newspaper or whatever the media outlet was, I immediately understood. Because when I worked in newspapers, editors would be concerned about, okay, what was your source and who was the person you talked to if something looked shaky or was controversial.
You already know, yep. And they probably was looking at those videos like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? He looked suspect.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
Yep. Right. And but yet and still, they probably wanted to run the story, but they were like, and then someone probably called him like, yo, no, and he was like, okay, you know what? Cancel that.
Yep. I think you're right. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all.
That woman was really, it was just too nervous. I wish I would like walked in the office and caught her off guard, you know, and saw her face and everything, because it was just too nervous when she answered the phone, because she knew she had to answer it. You know what I'm saying? She avoided it for a few calls. Now she had to answer it. So it was
I've heard this with other kinds of stories.
Yeah, man.
I've heard this, not Umar, but other kinds of stories.
I'm giving facts. Yeah, they was interested, boy. I mean, she was calling me. She was like, "Oh, you got any more stuff? Any more people? Any more stuff? Any more people?" And I talked to her for hours. You know, my editor is definitely interested. He is really interested. He just want to know if you got one more source. And then my source come up there saying, "Well, our community do need the school, but Umar need to pay him, but we do need the school." I'm like, dude. Dude. I ain't put you on this phone to say none of that shit. Yo. He said, well, Don need to get paid, but we do know. I know this community, I know this area, and we do need the school. Oh, you don't need the school. You need something there. You don't need the school. Right. But this is the same. This is the same guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly right there for real. You really do. And this is the same dude who. Not really. You really do need the grocery store right there. For real.
Right.
There's no grocery store.
Saying.
It's no local grocery store.
That's what I've said in regards to. That's what I've said in regards to a lot of urban neighborhoods. They need grocery stores, banks, hospitals.
Yeah, you don't need no stool right there. I mean, it really needs a need. It really do need a grocery store. Because I'm thinking that whole area, and we had to travel far to go to the grocery store.
Right. Because a number of chains will not put grocery stores in, how do I put this? African American neighborhoods.
And you know what used to be there? Yeah, they don't think you need that. They think you just need the deli and take your EBT there and get some sandwiches and stuff like that, and some potato chips and cigarettes. But what used to be there, this is why a lot of people was confused. What used to be there was a storage house where they gave food and stuff like that. They used to give away food, clothes, all sorts of stuff there. It was like a Goodwill.
Interesting.
Yeah, both buildings.
You mean where the Moyer Academy is in Delaware?
Yeah.
Oh,
where the FDMG. See, there's no longer Moyer. He's dead. It's FDMG. Sorry, it really is. That man got he bought the school until he sell it, which he probably ended up doing it.
Well, I could see why the outlet would be interested in the story, because when I was doing research on the St. Paul's College sale, it was clear to me that Umar had no intention of being able to bid on that property and try to buy it. based on what I looked into and what I. So I mean, I mean, if they had looked into that and Moyer Academy and then Umar's background, they would have had quite a story.
He snuck up in there. Yeah, he snuck in there and he was able to get it. He stole it, you know. So he was able to steal it, and they still. It's like your phone doing crazy. I really want to know, did anyone ever cover a story? I mean, you investigate that. Find out, was there any articles in the local newspapers on Umar Johnson? I mean, in that school, did they say that there was a school that's about to be open or built? You know, did they have any conversation about it in the local newspaper? Because that's just too weird. But yo, champ, I'm about to sign off. It's been 3 hours and 5 minutes.
It's been an interesting night. A lot of interesting information that I did not know.
For real. So I'm gonna give you my email. For real, let's talk about this. This is an article that needs to go out there, man. This is a story that needs to be told, and no one's telling my story. I need a writer to tell my story, man. You can be retired, but I just need a writer to tell this story.
I'm wondering if Umar and other minions will try to stop the story from coming out.
Nah, because look, if we put in every city, see, if all we gotta do is go to wherever he's gonna go, every city that he's gonna tour from now to then, we just gotta hit up every city and hit up every local newspaper and try and submit this article. It's nothing they really can do with one pick it up. All we need is one to pick it up, and then everyone start picking it up. All we need is that one special newspaper to pick it up. I'm with you. I mean, this is a story I won out. I mean, like I said, I go all. You would get exclusive. I mean, like you want to know what I moved into school. I'll tell you what I moved in school.
Well, like I said, what I'm curious about, like the only thing I'm curious about is, I wonder what influence Umar has in that area.
The bottom line is he doesn't have influence on you, and you're a writer. So that's the most important thing, because these people, you know what I'm saying? These people probably don't want to go against some people from Philly, people from even if they don't really like for example, I would talk to this one girl. She was with one of these colleges, and she worked for the newspaper there. And I was telling her, I was telling her about Umar. She said, you know what? I would cover this story because it's really horrible. But she says, I just don't want to. This is what she really said. She said, and she was with this white girl. She said, I go to like a predominantly white school, and I don't want to be really bashing this black man in that school. Okay. So like I say, I it's not like I wasn't trying. I'm like, I'm hearing all sorts of things from people. I'm like, you know what? And it was becoming overwhelming.
Right.
It became overwhelming.
So you went to a bunch of people about this.
Yeah.
It sounds right. I'm not surprised.
It was hurtful, and that's what I'm saying. So when I come online, I'm talking to folks, especially after I was going through all this type of stuff, I'll be flipping like, man, y'all. And then he begging. I'm wanting somebody to take my story and run with it. Begging, I ain't begging. I gotta go my story. Fucking begging. Hit the cash up. I need a donation, folks. I'm gonna travel back and forth. I'm scared for my life traveling on this road for free. Back and forth, back and forth. When I say for free, I'm a fugitive pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding all dirty and just to get to state to do various things, make people happy. You guys don't even know. I have so many customers in New York City that be looking for me, and I'm all the way in Philly. I drive all the way out there to satisfy these customers. And then come all the way back here. Because I got customers out here now. And I got obligations. Y'all talk about begging. That be hurting my feelings. And then y'all give all these other people all sorts of stuff just to clown people. Once again, I'm out here in Philly. I got like 15 young people in Philadelphia, another 12 people, the 15 people in New York City that want to be part of the project Pick Me Up. Oh, for all those folks, I know it's like 3 or 2 in the morning. Damn, it's 2 in the morning. But I have 50. I went through my Cash Apps, and I officially going to allow 50 young people to be sponsored in my program because of donations that the folks giving me. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Well, later on this morning. I left this one just for Leonard, but I'm about to sign off. All those people who donate $100 and better, I'm allowing you to be sponsored of at least 5 young people into the program at $20 registration fee. So thank you. Thank you to all those people. I'm going to give you a shout out tomorrow on tomorrow's live. Yo, Al, is there any closing words you want to say, man?
Well, thank you for having me up here, and it's another night of information, frankly, because you said some things that I wasn't aware of, and confirmed some suspicions I had about Umar and the media in the area. Because when I was looking into Moyer Academy, I was wondering, how come I don't see any reporting from press in Delaware about Umar? It just didn't make any sense to me. Now, I didn't do extensive research, but I couldn't find a good deal about him, especially in regards to that property. It was weird.
And that's even more reason why we need to write the article. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You chose one. You came into the sector. You chose one. I told you. You're an ultimate trolling warrior. Let's do this, man. Don't just half step it. Let's kill it. For real. I need this article. And then, like you said, then no one's even covering this story. And we talk about the whole sport. Yeah, me neither. I didn't see nothing either. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, I was so mad. Like, yo, no one's covering the story. So then that's when I called up the newspaper now and asked about it and said, asked about the school. And she was like, we kind of heard, but we don't know too much about it. Like, what? How the fuck you a local newspaper? You got something to open up in your school, in your area. You know something, you heard about it, but you don't know nothing about it. And you the head of education. There's a school being built.
That sounds
crazy. Crazy. And that was the conversation I had with her. I was like, wait, you head of education, and there's a school that a black man is opening school for black boys to teach Pan-Africanism, and you don't know nothing about that? And she's like, wow, well, inform me, let me know. So that's when I started going in. That's why she was still, we talked for hours. Because she didn't know. And then when she went and researched, she got scared.
Someone scared him off.
Exactly. Someone scared him off. Yep.
That does happen. Newspapers get offered stories, look into it, and news outlets look into it, and stories get killed. This is what can happen. And they decide, oh, we're not going to take a risk on this. So it's entirely possible that happened with Umar and the property. I shouldn't put this out here, but I'm going to, right? I've always suspected Umar's got enough connections to keep him going. I've always suspected that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. When I was at the school, and just sitting up in this school, for real. I want y'all really to understand, man. You think Tiffany he has more than Tiffany. He has a lot of Tiffany's. He has a lot of that type of support. Heavy. I've sat up in the school. I've seen his who was the supporters that was there to paint his loyal donors.
Right, the loyal donors club.
Yeah, I was there with at least like 20 of them.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, that was a special pink day. Just wasn't it wasn't for regular donors, it was for the loyal donors. And I'm sitting up in there with them and I'm analyzing. I'm like, these is troops. This is finances. That's why I'm trying to tell people. Tiffany done dropped a few thousand dollars. Not nothing small. Heavy money. He got players. Tiffany work the job that she works at. She's a supervisor. She's a supervisor of young men. Young men who's not doing good in their lives. That's why she talks the way she talks. She's a supervisor. She makes good money. He go to California. She got connects that she connects him with. If he got doctors and lawyers as supporters, don't you think they got some connects that can connect them with certain things? He's connected. And I'm fighting that shit. And I got people cooning around being goofy. Fuck out of here. So, yo, Al, on that note, I'm about to get up this phone.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Yo, next time you come on deck, you better send me something, man. For real, man. Stop playing. I'm serious, Al. You quiet and I let you rock and you rock and you still sitting there quiet like I ain't saying you shit. Don't think you coming up with my thing again without sending me something, especially if you ain't gonna write this article. See?
All right.
See? You can't come over here and just be playing independent and neutral. You gotta join Icy Dawn. Fuck everybody else's side. I need your help. I need that article written up. I got the email up there. You need to take that email and help out. Trust me, I was getting off this shit 2 hours ago. You always be coming on deck, have me here for forever. That's my email address.
See the address.
Trust me, this I don't know what stories you did in your life, but this story right now in this day and age for your life is one of the biggest ones. Since your retirement, this will be one of your biggest stories. Since your retirement, like this is my only story since my retirement. Exactly. This is your biggest story since your retirement. All right, folks.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. All right, you take care now. Like I said, man, take this email and hit me up ASAP. Let's start writing this article, man. I'm not even gonna say, yo, let me get your contact. I'm gonna say, please call, contact me, and go from there. All right, folks, I'm about to end this. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, chopping it up. I'm definitely going to stay on Lennon's tail because as long as he's going to be on Umar's tail, I'm going to be on his tail because I don't understand how one man can really be on one man's tail the way he is. Like his doo-doo don't stink. So his name is no longer Leonard. His name is Felix. And Umar Johnson is no more Umar. Umar is Oscar. Felix and Oscar, the odd couple. All right, folks. It was a pleasure hanging out here with you folks. If there's anybody who would like to support and help the cause, thanks, JJ. I appreciate you. You should have came on deck. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat. Chat looked good today. You know, Tina, appreciate your comments. Thank everyone for, just showing their love, man. Y'all take care. Be safe. Stay warm. Love your children. They found their girl. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping that, I was just hoping that she was good, but I knew that, if she was good, it was a problem with the moms. I was looking at the moms like, why would she really want to be out? But you already know the mom's probably too young, hanging out too much. Girls think she's too grown, so they be clashing. Mom's probably discipline her too much, and the girl don't like it and think she's too grown. And she trying to play the little girl game on mommy. But mommy probably need to whip her ass, But mommy probably also need a real man in the house to be a father with that child because we cannot raise these kids by ourselves.
So I understand the Felix and Oscar, the odd couple. Felix, the family guy. Umar, the single bachelor looking for a wife. I understand, but we need to be family people. You know what I'm saying? We need family. I'm going to stay on your ass, Oscar. I mean, should I say Felix and Oscar, the odd couple. Peace.